What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, over here living my best life on this beautiful Thursday. So yeah, man, can't complain. How about you, man?
No, everything's good. Everything's great. We're 3 days out from Sunday?
We are, aren't we? Huh?
3, 4, however you want to count it. But yeah, close enough.
I'm excited about it though, man. This is gonna be a good time, man.
Yeah.
Another home game.
It is.
Divisional opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. I'm excited about it, man. From the heart, man. What you up to today, though, man? I feel like I've been seeing you since what time was it last night? Lord.
Yeah, I haven't been up to too much today. Finished up the vlog though.
Oh yeah. Dropping that soon. Dropping that real soon.
And then just getting ready for this podcast today. Yeah,
it's an exciting one today, man. Obviously we have plenty that we will be discussing with our guests for today, who happens to be. I'll let you go ahead and make the reveal.
Me?
Yeah, you go ahead and do that thing, man.
Number 6.
Because, I've already hinted to. We've hinted to how special said person is.
We're not talking duckologist. Pressley Harvin III.
Ooh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. The big man himself will be joining us at 3:30 today. We are very excited about having him on. It's going to be fun, though, man. It's going to be definitely a good day today, man. So, as we always start the show off, man, let us know where you're checking in from so we can get this thing rolling with the fan check-in.
We had a chance to get Juju. We had a chance to get Ben. We had a chance to get Minka. We were like, I think
Press.
the fans want Presley.
I said the people want Press.
Yeah.
I said that's what they want. They said they want PH3. That's what they told me. PH3. So we said, you know what? Y'all ask, y'all shall receive. So we got them. So we did, man. That's what we did. It's the little things, right?
Oh, it is 100%.
It's the little things, man. It's the little things.
It definitely is.
And it's going to be an adventure today, too, in terms of the format, because for those that are on our Banner Tuesdays, usually we're initiating these things, right? Usually we're picking up the phone and we're calling, but we're building it up, right? We're learning this technological thing going on. So it's going to be a fun one today, but I am excited. And it looks like we had an upper room member that joined too while we were getting ready for our fan check-in. I'll make sure I shout out the one from last night also. I did not forget you. No, I did not. So the one from last night that joined, oh, actually, no. Was one last night that joined. I'm tripping. We got him right here, though. Brady Howe. Brady, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I also love how we have a welcoming committee. Whenever someone joins the upper room, I'll look in here to chat and I just see, welcome, baby. Welcome, Brady. You're welcome, man. Thanks for joining. Every time somebody joins the upper room, it's like they got a welcome committee. I like that, man. That means we have a good culture in our group right here. We got a good group. Stay positive. I like it.
Yeah, good community.
All right, so let's get these chats started in, man. In terms of where we are checking in from, it looks like we got Jacob Malicio. He was on last night as well.
He's always tuning in.
Absolutely. The 919 North Carolina in the house as always, baby. And then we also have the Analyzer tuning in from east side of the 412. Shout out. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have AJ Martinez, the 505. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Shout out to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Okay. Then we also have Tyler Keller tuning in from Reading, PA. Then William McClung, the 412 Penn Hills. I like it. What you got on your end?
We got Thomas Riley.
Mm-hmm.
He's a regular. Hello, Moats and Deke from East Liverpool, Ohio.
What'd it do?
SJG, the 103 from 973, New Jersey.
I like the 973. I can respect it.
Brandon Acuna. 915 El Paso, Texas. He's always tuning in.
He is.
He's holding down on the lower room still. I'm always seeing his name. He's got the lower room.
My man said, I'm holding out. I am not. I know y'all got all these perks, but I'm going to just wait.
Same with Alex Papamichael.
Fair enough.
Shout out from the 561. He says, you know where we're taking off to. Adonis Meets Christ from the 509, Spokane, Washington.
That is a very interesting name right there.
Yeah, he's admitting something here. Seahawks fan, still crying about the 2005 Super Bowl. LOL.
Happens.
I recognize his username. He just must really like the show, even though he's a Seahawks fan.
Hey, man, it don't matter what team you root for. If you're rocking with us, we can always rock back with you, baby. So, as always, we appreciate you. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We also got Not Even Fur. What up? He says, what's up from the 757 Virginia Beach? Also, go Dukes. Heck yeah, go Dukes. I can't wait to be at the crib tomorrow, too, man. Oh, it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting. The 757, baby. We also have, tuning in from Texas, Juan I think it's Frias. I think that's how you say that last name. Juan Frias tuning in from Texas, the 915. And then our guy, Bart Basquiato, Thousand Oaks, California, the 805. I wonder if he's already started his journey. He never likes to go to Mars. He likes to go to that shroomy planet, which is cool as well, man. But either way, we're glad that you are here. We also got Love and Madden, a.k.a. Stephanie Ramirez, a.k.a. Deke's friend. That's what we'll just leave it like that. Deke's friend. She says, hello, friends. She's in the building, always tuning in from Cali for her. And then we got the Bro-Barian. Jaguar always tuning in from Chesapeake, the crib, 757. I hear you, baby. I hear you. What you got on your side, baby?
We got Miles Harrington. He's always tuning in down from Tampa, Florida. Says pre-ordering that Cincy pack.
Let's get it.
I love it. I love it.
Let's
Leo Warren,
let's get it.
The 254, Killeen, Texas. And then we got Nick Y, 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Currently floating around space. What happened?
Just floating.
Yeah, what happened to the podcast? I guess this is like just the thing.
This is what it's become now.
I'm cool with it.
I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy this hilarious. So much more. I got some time today since Big Man coming on at 3:30. When I first started doing these little radio shows, right, with the Steelers and stuff like that, I was like, man, it's always buttoned up, right? We can say certain things, we can't make certain jokes, we can't go that far. But then when we started creating this, we watch Pat McAfee and we're like, yo, he goes out there sometimes, right? And we see other shows like, yo, they go out there. And I never felt like we was going to ever, get close to being out there. But we're working on it, man. I like our theme we got going on right now, man. I love this research vibe that we have, man. It's dope. So we're going to keep researching, baby. That's what we're going to keep doing. It's a community. One day it's going to become like the Snoop Dogg podcast in here or something like that.
He's supposedly a Steeler fan. So
I like how you said supposedly. I'm just, what does he get the same type of hate that I got? When I just threw on a jersey once. I'm just saying I had a one time, at least I had ties. Like my man Snoop, it's flavor of the week sometimes with him, man. Love Snoop though. You the man, you know that.
No, because maybe he's getting paid to wear someone else's jersey.
Wow. Well, technically, I did get paid to wear that jersey.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. No, wait.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, there's probably several reasons. Like
what I'm saying? So,
Snoop gets a little bit of a pass.
What, research? We talk about researching all the time. So I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying you shouldn't have gotten a pass or not, but
where do you draw the line in the sand, huh? Who end are you on right now?
Let's just see how the season plays out. There were some certain things that were tough to see, not only in the end of last year, even at the tailgate a little bit. I was just like, oh, man.
I just can't believe this.
But at the end of the day, I mean, you did. You came through at the suite, rocking the Steeler gang bandana. You were rolling with us.
In the midst of it.
There was Bills fans all over us, so that was definitely a step in the right direction. I like what I saw there.
I put my Clemente on.
I think the scouting report's still out a little bit.
Come on, man. What have all week? What have I done? It's been heavy Steelers all week. I even had Steeler polo on, Roberto Clemente today. Like, just know. I even had a 412 hoodie on. You saw the hoodie. I was hot.
What happened to it?
I got hot.
It's nice.
It's on the floor.
I see it. You folded it up.
Because I care about it. I wasn't just going to throw it on. If it was a different area cut, I would have just thrown it on the floor. It says 412. Handle that thing nice with care. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shout out to us for that.
We got a few more of these check-ins.
Yes, we do, man. A couple more. Then after that, man, we will start this thing off.
You want me to go?
Yeah, because mine jumped on me at one last second, man. Yep.
All right, we got Steve Barna, 412, Beaver County. Susanna Cheka, hello from East Texas. It's game day today.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Who's playing Thursday night football tonight? It's Texans and
Yeah, maybe we got a Texans fan in here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a high school team, though, or college out there in Texas.
Yeah, but I was like, I think the Texans play tonight, though.
It says first conference day.
I don't know.
Thank you for tuning in, though.
Yes, we appreciate you for tuning in, but if you want to explain or elaborate a little bit more, my man Deke will be on that. Yes, he will. And Bart Basquiato says he's at work, so sadly he's not on his,
I see that.
His little I don't even fungus. His fungus regimen right now, so he has to wait a little bit. But that's okay. We understand, man. And it actually is a little bit early out there, but we got you, man. Don't worry, we got you. All right. We also got Todd Sikowski. He says home of the chimichanga, the 520. Shout out. Okay. Then let's see who else we got over here. All right.
I got Tonga Lessa, 801, Utah, PS4L, Pittsburgh Steeler for life.
I like it. Yeah, somebody was coming at the 724. They said that they thought Beaver County was 724. Yeah, I thought the same. I was
gonna call them out, but
I don't know.
We've had multiple people in the chat say one area code or zip code, and then it's like, no, this part's here. So I'm just not even second guessing some of these anymore.
I definitely was like, that's what threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, I'm like processing it in my mind over here. But man, shout out to everybody though. We also have Isaiah Lopez tuning in from the 575, New Mexico. Damon Brown says Smurf Village is where this mushroom experience goes down. Lord have mercy. All right. Make sure I try to avoid that while on air. We don't need those problems today, big fella. We also have Steelers Freak tuning in from the 225, Louisiana State Prison. Okay. Well, shout out to Louisiana State Prison, baby. Yes, indeed, man. Glad y'all checking us out. Salute. Yeah. And then Joey Jr., the 585, Rochester, New York, home of the dinosaur. Dinosaur barbecue. Yes, indeed. It is phenomenal. All right. So with that being said, man, let's get this thing rolling.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready to get this thing rolling, man, because we got action today, and we're not going to be over here all day. We here for a good time, not a long time, all right? But Steeler Nation 412 came into the chat hot and heavy saying, Watt will lay the hammer on Joe Burrow this Sunday. Healthy TJ Watt. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Healthy TJ Watt. Yeah. 1000%. The hammer will be laid on my man Joe Burrow. Now, if he's not 100% healthy, maybe we need Derek Watt to get out there and rush the passer as well, because Derek Watt, he's an athlete, so I'm not opposed to that. But either way, healthy Derek Watt or healthy TJ, more important, healthy TJ, he gets that done. So, yes, indeed. Then Russ Epstein, I think I said that right, just showing a little love. Shout out to you as well. And trust me, man, we're excited as well, man, because at 3:30, Pressley Harvin is joining the show, man. Talk a little ball with us. Upcoming matchup with us. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, man. What you got on your end, baby? Anything?
Yeah, Manuel Bellina.
Shout out to Manuel.
Upper room member for 4 months.
Get that free chat in, baby. Yes,
says, let's go 4 months. Hit that like button. Coming from the 760, Oceanside, California, home of Junior Seau. Let's go.
Yeah.
LA game is going to be wild.
Oh, bro, it's going to be nuts
100%.
out there for LA, man. But yeah, shout out to the 760, man. RIP to Junior Seau, man. Still crazy he's gone, man. Still is crazy. Who else you got? You should be caught up.
412. With or without Ben, let's not forget it's classical Cincinnati week. Devil emojis next to that. Let's grab this win.
Yeah, I know what we doing in Cincy. Come on now.
Yeah, whatever the hell our record is over the past two decades.
It's pretty daggone good against Cincy. That's all I'm saying.
Probably even throughout Steelers history.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
I like us.
I like
Cincy.
our percentages.
I like our percentages versus Cincy, without a doubt. We also had was a CMF Sonny. Shout out to CMF Sonny, man, a 5-month member using his free big super chat. We love to see it. With the injuries on defense, do you really think we can slow down the Bengals passing attack? Well, that's the biggest concern right now, right? As it sits here on Thursday at 2:45, we don't know the full availability or lack thereof from the guys on defense. More importantly, Joe Hayden, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith. Those three, that dictates a lot in terms of how we feel about this passing attack and the defense's ability to slow it down or not. But since it's just Thursday, we got time. This time Saturday, we will know 100% the answer to this, man, in terms of those three guys and their availability. If they're full go and they're ready to go out there and play on Sunday, we slow that passing attack down. I'm not worried about it. Without those three guys, a little bit more cause for concern right there.
And we got Caleb Cole saying this is an upper room one. He's been a part of the upper room for 2 months. Says, are we going to see you in a Bengals jersey, then a Steelers bandana this weekend?
Why y'all gotta
laughing
do me like
emojis?
This, man?
Obviously a joke.
Why y'all gonna do the boys like that, man?
It's just a joke.
Why y'all gonna do me like that? Y'all know I'm sensitive, man. I have feelings, okay? I have feelings, and I don't like when y'all talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. But no, in all seriousness, y'all low key might not play. Cause I got remember I told you
that was your high school team.
My high school, like our uniforms when I played were very similar to the Bengals uniforms. In fact, like I told you, our running back, he was Deshaun Edwards. But at the time, I would think of him as Corey Dillon because I was like, yo, Corey's their running back. This is our running back, and we dress the same. All right, I'm throwing it out there. But heck no, you will not see me in a jersey that says Cincinnati Bengals on it. 1,000% on that. I promise.
Then we got Black and Martyr. Thoughts on Canada saying he has to do better. And thank you, Black and Martyr, for the support, as always.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We definitely appreciate it.
Nice to see him taking some responsibility as well. Looking forward to heading to the game on Sunday. We'll stop through the tailgate,
absolutely,
then.
Man. Pull up. Please pull up, man. Red Lot, 5A. You know how we do.
But yeah, I'm with them. I think it's 2 games. Let's give Canada a chance.
Yeah, how did Canada come under fire? Like, what did Canada do?
Maybe
just
he
in
was
trouble by title.
I don't know. Maybe he was doing a press conference or something.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, what happened to him? He just caught a straight. Like, I don't remember him doing anything.
Yeah, he was the one that said it. So someone probably asked him something. I didn't see it, but thank you for bringing it to our attention.
No, seriously, man.
Yeah, just give him a chance. It's 2 weeks.
Seriously. So before we keep going, because we're gonna have our Galaxy Travelers Convo, which we always say is dictated and directed by the people, by the Galaxy Travelers, the researchers, our space cadets, as we like to call it. But before we got there, we did want to pay a little, spend a little bit of time at the beginning of this episode reacting to the guys that were recently nominated to the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the 2022 class, right? We have 5 guys from the Pittsburgh Steelers organization be a part of those nominations. So, like I said, man, we got to make sure that we give them their flowers while we are here today. So, with that being said, I will run off this list unless you are prepared over there. Let's see.
I could get it in like 2 seconds.
That's what she said. Go for it then, baby. All right.
All right, ready?
All right. Let's get it.
Here's the list. Heinz Ward.
Okay, there it is.
Kicker, Gary Anderson.
Shout out. We need a specialist on a day like today.
Tight end, Heath Miller.
I thought you were going to say Deke. You know how you are with your tight ends.
Nose tackle, Casey Hampton.
Ooh, I like Big Hell.
Linebacker, Hardy Nickerson.
Senior. Put some respect
on
it
the senior?
Yeah, he's senior. Because you got to differentiate sometimes.
So I've never heard of him, but I've heard of the other 4 guys.
Yeah.
3 of the 4 I grew up with, Heinz Ward, Heath Miller, and Casey Hampton. And then obviously Gary Anderson has his jersey pseudo-retired by us. No one has worn one since him.
I like how you said that, pseudo-retired. Yes, that is very, that's a nice way to put that thing.
At some point, someone's going to wear number 1 because we got Ben 7. That's definitely going to be retired. No one's rocking that.
Well, it's technically right now, how many numbers are retired? I think it's just 1. No, 2.
We have how many that are pseudo-retired as well.
Correct. But
I just feel like one's going to be off the board probably before some of the other ones, like Jack Lambert, 58. What else?
I mean,
we could run through a list.
AD right away, though. Rico.
Well, Lynn Swan's 88's been worn.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, whew. If those guys getting their jerseys worn right away,
yeah. Well,
like
Ben
AB was literally 3 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Ben was 7 though. That takes the single digits out of it. You know what I mean? If they want to keep the single digits, particular to kickers and punters, because I don't think they switched that rule for them.
Yeah.
So that's just another number off of it. I could see one getting worn at some point. Maybe he makes the Hall of Fame though. I don't know.
If he makes the Hall, does that change though? If he makes the Hall, do you not give his number out now?
I don't know how
we don't have enough numbers to not be giving out numbers.
I don't know how people felt about him. For his number to be pseudo-retired, I'm actually kind of surprised being like a kicker. But you look back, he was on the Steelers for a ton of years, and he was a pretty damn good kicker.
He was a pretty good kicker.
He was on the All-Decades team in the 80s and the 90s. I was trying to figure out why he's not in yet. Because Morton Anderson got in. There's not too many kickers. There was the Chiefs kicker from way back. He was in like Super Bowl I. His stats are garbage, but just different eras. I guess he was probably the best kicker at the time. Maybe he was a trailblazer or something. And I think the other kickers that are in are like half kickers, punters, but they also played positions. Like, back in the 50s, they were doing that type of stuff. But then Vinatieri's going to get in for sure.
I feel like Vinatieri and Vanderjagt and Janikowski, those are like the 3 guarantees from, is this technically, I guess this would be, they consider modern era, because with Gary, like he's like fringe modern era. Is he still considered modern era? How would you, like,
he went up to like 04, 05. Anderson got in recently, though. They were pretty much the same era. Morton Anderson went a little bit further, though, in his career. He had a few more seasons. I think he went up to like 07, 08. but they both played 20-plus years.
Long time.
The one thing that I found, let me rattle off some numbers, because I was actually really interested in this because I knew that Gary Anderson was highly touted by Steeler fans, or probably just the Steelers in general, for having his jersey kind of retired. So I looked. I'm like, why isn't he in the Hall of Fame already? Why is he in the nomination right now? Compared to Morton Anderson, they both have the all decades team for the 1980s, the 1990s. Yeah. Gary Anderson has 538 field goals made. Morton Anderson has 565. Gary Anderson played 2 less seasons than Morton.
There we go.
Has a higher percentage.
Okay.
So he only has.
Hold on now. Yeah.
Yeah. So 80.1%, whereas Morton Anderson has 79.7%. Gary has 4 Pro Bowls. Morton has 7. Morton has 3 All-Pros. Gary has 1.
Okay. Who has more hardware? Super Bowls?
Neither of them have Super Bowls.
Okay.
Neither of them have Super Bowls.
And that actually benefits him too then.
Based off those numbers,
he should be in.
He should get serious consideration if Morton Anderson's already in.
But now it is hard for specialists, though, I feel like, to get in.
Yeah, no, that's why there's only 2 right now.
It's hard for them to get in, man.
Vinatieri's for sure going to get in, though. He's not eligible till like 2025. So I even threw his numbers in there. He has 599 field goals made. Gary Anderson has 538. Yeah. Vinatieri played 24 seasons. He has 83% on the kicking made, whereas Gary Anderson has 80%. 3 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pros, but then he has those Super Bowl champions. Though, yeah. So like those parts, yeah, you're right. They are pretty comparable. Vinatieri obviously has the Super Bowls, the playoff accolades and stuff. Here's the big thing, though.
Here we go.
So even though Gary's probably a little bit less than even both Morton and Adam in those statistical categories, it's pretty damn close. Absolutely. It's pretty damn close. He should get serious consideration. From 50-plus, he has small Deke energy. Oh, no. Only 12 field goals made from 50-plus in his career.
No.
Morton Anderson has 40 from 50-plus. Adam Vinatieri has 45 from 50-plus.
He came up a little short, huh?
Justin Tucker already has 42 made from 50-plus.
Oh, no.
And that's only out of 60 attempts. He's 70% from 50-plus in his career.
Yo, he is money from downtown.
I think that's what's hurting Gary Anderson.
That hurts. When you say that part of it. Everything else, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. You started talking them 50s. And I guess for kickers, though, when you're starting to talk Hall of Famers, we say with Heinz, right? People always say, it was the Hall of Good versus the Hall of Fame. If you're not hitting from 50-plus at a high clip, does that treat you Hall of Good or is that Hall of Fame? They bring up a good point. But man, why'd you have to do that research like that, Deke?
I was really interested because
man, you had everything was good. You should have stopped before you got to that last one.
That's what I was like. What is the differing factor between him not being in and Morton Anderson being in, and then obviously Adam Vinatieri is going to be in. Justin Tucker's going to be in whenever his career's over. I was looking at his numbers. Like he's already a lock, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like 4 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pros. He's a lock already, and then that 50-plus yard stat that I just threw out to you.
Because I do think that is a little bit of a separating factor, when we're talking about kickers, because it's not like they have other stats they can go off of. When we talk about receivers, right? When we say with Heinz, even though, he doesn't have the gaudiest of numbers, right? When you compare him to some of these other guys, we talk about the intangibles, the blocking, the rule changes, those things we
Super
can go
Bowl MVP,
to. Right.
2-time Super Bowl champ.
With Gary, that's the part where I'm like, as a kicker,
if he maybe won,
you see what I mean? Like,
Super Bowl,
it's just like what
that would have helped
go to combat that, and that, that's a little bit of an issue. Right?
I hope he gets in.
I
was just trying to figure out why he's not in up to this point.
To me, I think that sounds.
That's got to be it. What's the chat saying? Because maybe some of them
right
are
now,
more familiar with Gary Anderson.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm just going straight off stats right there. Just looking, how did they feel about him when he was on the team?
Thomas Riley said Gary Anderson was a great kicker.
Like I consider Jeff Reed a great kicker too.
On and off the field, baby. He gives me the energy I need. I like him, man.
But is it enough for the
And
Hall
now
of Fame?
Damon says Gary is really more associated with the Falcons than he is with the Steelers. I know for me.
Really? Is that true?
That's what some people are saying. That's what he said. Some people are saying that. You tell me.
Wait, why is his number halfway retired?
What picture pulls up first? Go to images. Just see what uniform he's in.
I think I typed in the wrong guy. I think this is a bowler.
What the heck did you pull up? Boy, that ain't no Gary.
I'll type in Gary Anderson NFL. He's a Vikings. His best season was on the Vikings.
Yeah.
He was old. His one season with the Vikings was insane. There's a Vikings, there's a Falcons, and there's a Steelers.
What year was he with the
There's
Falcons?
top three.
He wasn't Falcons with Jamal Anderson, was he?
Let me see.
Because I'm trying to make sure, because I feel like that.
He played the majority of his career with the Steelers,
Yes.
though. That's why I'm really curious about that, why he's viewed more as...
Because I wonder if he had that year with the Vikings with Jamal Anderson, was it just because of like all the fanfare and hype surrounding it then? Was that why?
Oh, you meant Vikings, not Falcons?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Because I was going to say...
I keep saying Falcons. I'm sorry.
Morton Anderson played
Yes,
Falcons.
I keep saying Falcons. I mean Vikings.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Vikings back with Rod Smith. Jesus. Moss and them dudes.
Yeah, so he was on the Vikings from 98 to 2002.
Yeah.
And he easily had his best season in 98 when he was 39 years old. He hit 100% of his field goals.
Mm-hmm.
He made an All-Pro. He made a Pro Bowl. He made 3 Pro Bowls with the Steelers, played with them from when he was 23 all the way up till he was 35, and then just bounced around a little bit. A couple seasons with the Eagles, one with the 49ers, stuck with the Vikings for about 4 or 5 years, and then finished with Tennessee last 2.
Yeah.
He had some of his good years with the Vikings. I could kind of see that. I just
think, to me, because 98, that's that Moss time frame when they were, it was a, oh my goodness, Randall Cunningham as well. Like they were, I just remember them a lot, just being talked about a lot. And
that was an iconic era for the Vikings.
And I just feel like I could see people easily just associating him with them because of that time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. But man,
what do they think in terms of him being a great kicker? Is that enough to be Hall of Fame? That's what I'm saying to you. Jeff Reed, I trusted him in the clutch. He's part of those 2 Super Bowl championship teams. He had big kicks and big moments. I think he's a great kicker. Hall of Fame. Like, he never made a Pro Bowl or anything. And especially with how hard it is for these kickers to be getting in the Hall of Fame. I'd like to see him in just because he's been on the Steelers for at least a decade. That was like 12 or 13 years right there. It'd be cool.
I do kind of feel like of the list of names, Gary probably has the best chance. But at the same time, I feel like his chance is still super hard because he doesn't have the other arguments that Heinz can make.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Heinz has a good opportunity, but the timing is about to kill him because we know the next wave of these younger guys with these crazier numbers are going to start coming out, and that is going to keep that logjam at receiver going. But with Gary, it's just the fact that as a specialist, it's very, very difficult to get in that thing, man. It's interesting though, man.
Do you want to talk about any of the other players in particular?
Well, I think what I want to do, because we talk about those guys, right, in terms of Heinz, Heath, Hamp. We know what they do. We know who they are. But I think the conversation where I wanted to shift it to a little bit was, of these 5 guys, who do we think has the best chance of getting in? Because I think, like, we will all have very fond memories of these guys. Anytime you're getting nominated for the Hall of Fame, yeah, we're going to have great memories of you. But in terms of when we start talking about them actually getting into the Hall, that's where I think it differs a little bit, because when you talk about getting into the Hall, we got to nitpick. We got to split those hairs a little bit more. So that's kind of my thought process. But let us know in the chat, man, in terms of those 5 guys, who do we think gets in there? Should I pull that up? I feel like I could, but you're going to have to talk because that's a lot of typing.
Yeah, definitely.
So you keep talking. I'm going to type real quick and I'll pull it up for the culture.
For me, I'm going with Heinz. There's more to just stats than making the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, because I've already been on record. I think Julian Edelman should be a Hall of Famer. If they're starting to let in dudes that have these short peaks, iconic moments, when you look back in history, they were part of either a 5 or 10 year era where you're just like, wow, they helped tell the NFL story. Then Heinz Ward is in the Hall of Fame. Like, it's just one of those things. You say Heinz Ward, the Super Bowl MVP, what he meant to the Steelers. And I bet you, if you ask around the NFL, whether it was our rivals, teams that faced off against him, that's just the name, Heinz Ward.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. He's in the 1,000 catch club. The stats are there, 12,000 yards. You look at other receivers that are in the Hall of Fame, like, he surpasses them. There obviously is always going to be different eras, but the numbers are there that he should at least make it. The 4-time Pro Bowler hurts him a little bit. He doesn't have an All-Pro. Do
you think a guy can get in without All-Pro?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many Lynn Swann has. Doesn't he only have like 3 or 4 Pro Bowls? We could look back, but there's some of these.
That's I would want to know
some of these guys that are getting in. The one that sticks out to me is Jimbo Covert. He just made it. When you look at his career accolades, because he went to Pitt.
No, but he's like older, isn't he?
Yeah, so he went 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro.
Yeah, but he's still an old guy. Like, who's like?
He just got in this year, though.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like he's still like his numbers. I feel like are skewed just because of like the different generations that he played in.
He was a left tackle, but 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. That's who's getting in the Hall of Fame right now.
But this is what I'm saying in the sense of like in that generation, we don't know what he was viewed as. You know what I mean? Like it could have been like, yo, we think that you're the 3rd best tackle out here. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know. I don't know personally. That's all.
But that's how I feel with Heinz, where
I just don't think it's apples to apples because of how different the time frame was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because when did he play? Was it 80s or early 90s?
Yeah.
Like that, like it just seems like, I don't know. It's gonna be like when we're trying to compare Troy Aikman's numbers to Ryan Tannehill's numbers in like 7 years. Tannehill's numbers are probably gonna look crazy just because of the generation that we're playing in right now, right? But I don't think we would sit here and be like, oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill's a better quarterback than Aikman. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the difference of the generations. That's the only thing I think of with that in terms of that his accolades not being as gaudy, but still being in the Hall.
Heinz, throughout his career, easily like a top 10 receiver, year in, year out.
Hey,
easily.
Quick, I just put the poll up. I could not include Hardy Nickerson Sr. because I could only put 4 options up there. So if you would like to put Hardy Nickerson Sr. up there, write his name in the chat, all right? Because I could only put 4 up there, all right? So don't think I'm taking a shot at the homie. I am not, all right? Now, I just had to throw that caveat out there.
Yeah, I don't know what else you need from Heinz Ward to be a Hall of Famer because year in, year out, regular season, he's got the numbers. Consistent, always a top 10 receiver with the blocking. Like that means something too, especially here in Pittsburgh. But I would say around the NFL because he was jacking dudes up. Like he was feared from that side of the ball.
I'm with it.
The big time moments.
Can you check receivers though that don't have all pros? Because I know you brought up an old lineman, and like you said, he was from the 80s, but pull up any receiver that played during Heinz time that's in the Hall without those type of things.
Okay, that might be in the Hall right now.
Yeah, it's in the Hall right now.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. We'll find because think of the guys in his era right now. It's like T.O.
He's in,
Marvin
but he has
Harrison.
all pros. All pros. We're saying like a guys that was in his generation without an all pro that's in the Hall right now, because that's the argument we're making. And I don't feel like we can go 80s or 90s versus his generation and to be a wide receiver as well.
But they were doing all pros still.
No, I'm with you on that, but you're trying to make we're arguing about Heinz getting in, but we're comparing him to an old lineman. I just wanted to be apples to apples. But is there a receiver that's in there that doesn't have? But even
going back to the 70s and 80s, though, could we say that?
Can you say what?
If they don't have all pros in 70s, 80s, not whatever era, because it's still all pros.
I don't think it's apples to apples, though. That's all I'm saying.
Why? Because all pros is still they're picking like the top 2 or 3 guys each season.
Just think about how were Pro Bowls viewed in the 90s versus how Pro Bowls are viewed now.
I have no clue.
We talk about it all the time. We say Pro Bowls are more of a popularity contest, right? Now they are. Back then, it was more so you had to earn that Pro Bowl. It was felt different. It had a little bit more of a regard to it.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
bro. I understand. I know how you do, bro. It's all good.
Wait, dude, I don't know. 4 Pro Bowls?
It's all good, man.
That doesn't mean anything.
You're not
for Heinz Ward.
It's all you're making. I don't care.
But I don't care about the Pro Bowls. Like it helps. It helps this case. He was a top 10 receiver year in and year out. The numbers are there. But yeah. So let's hold on. I do want to look though, because
if you could find me a receiver that played when he played that doesn't have those that is in, then sure. But I can't follow this argument about a tackle or any other position when we're talking about Heinz case, because Heinz played wide receiver.
All right. So I'm going to have to try to find this. So who do you think then I
don't think any of those guys are in there that don't have all pros. That's what I'm saying to you.
No. The best out of the 5. Are you sticking with Anderson?
Yeah, I go Anderson first, Heinz second. I like Hamp, but I think Hamp has to wait until after Vince Wilfork gets in. I don't think Hamp get in if Vince don't get in.
Dude, I'm all over the place here. I'm sorry. I'm in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, Lord. You're going to be pulling up war stats next, man.
Well, right now in this modern era class, you have Steve Smith, Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
I think those guys deserve to be in too. I think a bunch of these receivers.
You said Andre Johnson?
Andre Johnson's in there.
Does he have all pros?
Like Anquan Bolden.
What are
Anquan Bolden might not, but I would say, I mean, Anquan Bolden's like in that mix too.
Oh no! See, I feel like
he's number one 3-time Pro Bowls.
I don't think Bolden is Hall of Fame. I think he's really good though.
That playoff run he had with the Ravens.
I get it. I'm taking Andre Johnson every day over him though.
Yeah. Andre Johnson's in. I think they both should be in though. This era of receivers, but Andre has the accolades. Crazy.
Andre has the accolades.
He definitely does. I mean, his stats were crazy.
I just don't think you're getting in the hall without accolades, man.
Heinz has those accolades, but I think Bolden has the accolades. He Rookie of the Year, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl runs. I'm trying to find him, dude. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. Hey, look, I get it. I'm just non-Steeler related. How I view it right now, that's why I'm just saying it's not like that everywhere in terms of the perception of Heinz. Like, I get it. I do 100%. And especially as a Steeler, like, you understand the passion with it. But around the league, he was not viewed like that to like other players. That's all I'm saying. Like, you respect and you fear the blocking, but like when we talk about, and we've had this conversation, when we talk about, man, the receivers that you feared walking into stadiums because they could do certain things with that ball or special things like that. We talked about your T.O.s. We talked about the Mosses. Heinz, you respect him, but I don't think he's viewed in the same vein as Randy Moss and as T.O. and even to an extent as an Andre Johnson.
I'm even taking it outside of the Heinz. Like, let's say Julian Edelman, Anquan Bolden.
I don't think Edelman's a Hall of Famer.
You don't?
I don't know.
Man.
I think if Edelman gets in, I think it starts looking like the NBA Hall of Fame. I personally do. I don't think it's not a knock on a player because he's not a Hall of Famer. They're still great players, but to be a Hall of Famer, it's like, that means you're special. Like you're special. That's all I'm saying.
I may have found something. The by position Hall of Fame database here.
I hope so. Let's do it, man.
Okay. Wow, a lot of running backs. Tailbacks. Mm-hmm. Okay, wide receiver.
All right, let's get it.
Okay, let me look here. Fred Biletnikoff, Steve Largent. All right, we'll look at Lynn Swann. He has 1 All-Pro, 3 Pro Bowls.
Okay.
We have John Stallworth, 3 Pro Bowls, 1 All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
Where you going with these older guys, man?
I'm just going down the list.
I was like, Lord.
Michael Irvin, 5 Pro Bowls, 1 All-Pro.
Okay.
Oh, Tim Brown. Tim Brown has 9 Pro Bowls.
Jeez. Okay.
Part of the all 1990s team.
Okay.
See some of these recent. I already know Marvin Harrison, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Harold Carmichael. He has 4 Pro Bowls.
I remember Harold.
He just got in.
He's still super old too, though.
But he got in with 4 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, he's super old. It's different. We talk about like modern guys.
I don't know what the difference is, though.
I just think when we start never mind. You're not gonna be able to understand it.
Wait, why?
You wouldn't, bro. It's cool. It's cool because like it's a conversation like with Steeler fans in general, and even in the chat I can see it as well.
I just said I would give it to Bolden and Edelman. We just view who should get in the Hall of Fame differently then.
Sure.
Then that's it. Because I would give it to Edelman. I'd give the Hall of Fame nod to Edelman. I give it to Bolden. It's not strictly just Heinz Ward. Like Chad Johnson should probably be in my opinion, and his numbers are borderline. But like I just feel like he was a Hall of Fame receiver. Okay. I think that era of receivers was awesome.
Awesome, yes. Do I think they were all Hall of Famers? No. Like, bro, you water it down. You start letting all them dudes get in, man.
Isaac Bruce, 4-time Pro Bowls.
Okay.
He won a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Heinz got 2. He's got that MVP too.
Okay.
He just got in recently. Yeah. So there's a couple guys right there.
I want Heinz in there. That's all. But the argument you're making to me, if I'm the Hall of Fame committee, you haven't convinced me. That's all I'm saying. And even in the chat where y'all say, man, he was a fearless blocker, man, we think he was elite. I get all of that. But if you're the Hall of Fame committee, based on how they look at it, that criteria clearly isn't moving their needle. That's all I'm saying. I think what moves their needle is when we can compare him to guys recently and we're like, he was better than this guy. Boom, 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 boom. And these are all the things that back it up. Not, well, man, we know he was a fearless blocker. Man, we love him here. We Super Bowl. We get that. And we're not saying that doesn't help. But clearly the Hall of Fame, they want more than that. That's all I'm saying.
Isaac Bruce is the best comparison, though.
I think that's a great point right there. That's a good comp. Now we got something we could talk about. But when you bring up the other players, like if you're the Hall, I don't think they want to hear Heinz compared to Harold Carmichael, just because the difference in styles of play, the difference in generations of NFL during those time frames. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got him at 1. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they do guys like Steve Smith, Anquan Bolden, Heinz
do you
Ward,
think Steve
even
Smith
like
a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, dude. Like these dudes, like whenever I just sit back, like these guys meant something in this era.
I'm trying to think. I'm just going on. Okay, what about
and their numbers are all
TJ
good.
Houshmandzadeh? Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
Okay. What about Muhammad Massaquoi? Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
All right, Josh Cribbs. He a Hall of Famer?
No.
Devin Hester?
Yes, Devin Hester.
Why not Cribbs then? Because Cribbs are returned the same way, right?
No, he's not on Devin Hester's level.
Okay.
Hester changed the game. Cribbs came after him. He had some splash a little bit, but no, Hester was iconic.
Dante Hall.
Throw
up the X.
Has he been considered? I think his time was too short, though. He had like a 3 or 4 year run. He was the best.
Okay.
I don't think it was
the human joystick.
There wasn't as much longevity with him that Hester had, I think.
All right. Let's see. Because Tim Brown, he's already in.
Yeah, Tim Brown got in.
What was the other? Was it Jerry? Was it? No, they had a Joey Porter. No, what was the other?
Jerry Porter.
They had the Jerry Porter right here. What about Jerry? He's not in?
No,
I'm just thinking of names from back then. That's I'm just trying to think of. Joey Galloway. He was a guy, right? Joey? No?
He's not in. No.
Okay. What about Santana Moss?
No, he's not in.
Okay. Let's see. Who else was the name? Keyshawn is in.
No, he's not.
No, he's not in. Okay, Keyshawn.
He might be in college football.
Would you throw Keyshawn in? Because he was dominant. He had his moments.
I don't think Keyshawn's in.
He got a ring too, right?
He was too inconsistent.
Okay. Hey, let's see who else. Who else can we think of? Wide receivers during that generation.
Chad Johnson might be the most borderline one that I've said thus far. But his fall off sucked. That's what really hurt him. Yeah. It actually would have benefited him probably to retire before going to New England, because he would have left on a high note.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We got some names coming in. Brandon Marshall, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall was awesome.
Torrey Holt.
Yeah, he should get in.
Antoine Randall.
No.
Okay, I'm just, Herman Moore.
I don't know him.
He was Detroit. Yeah,
he's too old. I don't know.
Okay, let's see who else. I'm just, man. Oh man. Yeah, drop some more names in here, man. All right, Plaxico Burress. What about him, man? No Plax. Okay, Wes Welker.
No.
Ed McCaffrey.
That's crazy. Hold on. Think of just what I said, though.
Okay, that's what I know.
Edelman. Yeah. I said Edelman over Wes Welker.
Yeah.
But that means something, because Edelman had those playoff runs. Wes Welker never did. He never did. He never won a Super Bowl.
Bro, I get that, but Wes to me was the better player. I like Wes. I thought Edelman just played better in the bigger moments. In terms of the playoff moments, he had those. He had the moments. I ain't gonna lie, he had the moments. I like Wes.
I feel
like
that means something.
Yeah. To you, at least.
Yeah.
Ed McCaffrey, though. What about him?
I don't know him enough. I think
so
he was a little bit before me.
I'm
gonna say no, though.
With
from what I know,
those guys, man. Now, Ed McCaffrey, I thought he was nice, man. I like that. I like McCaffrey.
I think he was good.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull up the stats real quick.
See, like, to me, I think Ed would be fringe. I feel like I can make a case for him.
So he has 1 Pro Bowl.
Yeah. But he has how many Super Bowls?
He has 3 Super Bowls, only 7,000 yards.
Okay.
565 receptions. No, I don't think he gets it.
Okay. I still feel he's a good player. They're all good, but that's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do we, how you differentiating? Deion Branch. It's another guy.
Mm,
Super Bowl MVP too, right?
not enough.
Pull up, just pull
Not
up.
enough.
See what he got. Just check him out. Check him out.
He doesn't have enough through the regular season.
Greg Jennings, he's another good one.
Greg Jennings, that's a good one.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a good one. Him and was it Donald Driver? Both of those guys.
Yeah, so Deion Branch, it's just not enough. For the longevity of his career, he doesn't have enough stats. 6,644 yards, 39 touchdowns. I don't think he has it.
Okay.
No Pro Bowls for him.
Okay. So what about Greg Jennings then? Is he pass your test?
I gotta look at
Hall
the
of
stats.
Famer? No, because like
I mean,
I just
I
feel like
think
your criteria is a little bit lower than like.
I think he's a notch under Ocho Cinco. Like Ocho's my cutoff line. Yeah, Greg Jennings doesn't. Only 2 Pro Bowls.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not Greg Jennings because early on in his career, it took him till his 3rd year to get going. He only really had a peak of 4 years, and his best season was 1,300 yards, and then started falling off. End of Green Bay, then he went to the Vikings. Just wasn't the same. Let me look at Chad Johnson because I feel like his peak was like for a good 7 or 8 years. Ever since he came in his rookie year.
I feel like I blended all together with him because of how big of a personality he was. Too.
Bro, he's got 6 Pro Bowls, 2-time All-Pros.
Yeah. He was nice now.
His fall off was terrible. That was the problem because he was done. He was done at 33 with the New England.
Yeah,
that was his problem.
And then Miami happened. Yeah,
he should have just retired. Like his career would be viewed much more favorably. I think Chad Johnson though. Yeah.
I like Ocho. Whose numbers were better between his and Heinz?
It's got to be close.
I feel like it's close. Yeah.
Heinz has the nod. Chad has 766 receptions, where Heinz has 1,000.
Yeah.
He has less yards. He has 11,000. I think Heinz was at like 12,000.
And how many games was it for Ocho?
Oh yeah, he's in 11. I feel
like he's like shorter, right?
He has 11 seasons. He has 11 seasons. Where Heinz isn't he like 13?
13, I thought.
I'll double check right now. Heinz has, they didn't give me the number. It's 98 to 11. So yeah, that looks about 13 seasons. Yeah, he's a couple more seasons.
That's close.
But I just said I'd give it to both of them. I
do hope they both get in because I do actually like both of those players.
Like Steve Smith,
I like
Anquan Bolden. Maybe
I just
Anquan
don't
Bolden
know,
might
like,
be the
when we start
cutoff
going
for me.
Steve Smith and Bolden, I don't know. I don't know. And I love that. Like I love Steve Smith's game, man. He was one of the dudes I actually love. Like I enjoy playing against Steve.
Dude, Smith's numbers are
like,
good.
I enjoy playing against him too, bro. I just don't know. Like
he has the 1,000 receptions, almost 15,000 yards. 81 touchdowns. He's 5 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pros.
He's got it. I mean, he's in the mix though.
That's what I mean.
He's in there. He's definitely in the mix. I just don't know if it's enough. That's I don't know.
Well, Moss had around like 15,000 yards. I think T.O. and Moss had similar total receiving yards. Hold on, let me double check. T.O., where's he at? 15,000. He has almost 16,000.
That's
I think Moss is around 15 too. Like Jerry Rice just blows everyone away,
correct.
C. Smith's up there.
He is, man.
He's up there.
He is. It's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting. How long has Heinz been waiting now?
A little bit. That's what I'm wondering. I think he gets in. I think he should get in. I don't know how long they're gonna make him wait though.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come down to, all right, if Steve Smith gets in, Heinz has a really good case if Steve Smith gets in too. You add Isaac Bruce. Because Smith, he's got a little bit higher numbers than Heinz.
Yeah. But he doesn't have any of the hardware, though.
He doesn't have the hardware.
He played in one Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, with
he
Panthers,
played in the one,
against New England.
I'm trying to think, is there any other receivers that are in that conversation? I'm just like trying to go back through team by team. Like, all right, who was my guy that I would grow up and watch? Who was this guy that we were watching there?
Rod Smith.
Oh, out in Denver. See, I don't think he's gonna have the numbers though.
He's gonna be close. He's got 3 Pro Bowls, 2-time Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's got 11,000. Looks like he played around 11 years.
Now
he's like borderline. I don't think he's not in yet.
Now we got a good one right here. This from the official Kenny Ray Powell. Shout out to you for that, man. He says, "What about Jimmy Smith?"
I was gonna say him. I was thinking about the Jacksonville receiver.
Absolutely, Jimmy. Yeah, because he was down there. Who was the? Oh, that wasn't Leftwich. Was he Garage? Or was he Leftwich?
I think he had some. It was majority with Leftwich.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Might have been some with Brunel too.
Back was it Fred Taylor and them boys down there, man.
Okay.
I used to hate playing against.
Yeah,
Fred
Jimmy
Taylor in the
Smith's
video
got
game,
5
too. He
Pro
was nice.
Bowls. He won a championship. I don't know with who. Who do you win a championship with?
Jimmy's.
He was
Denver.
with Dallas in the early 90s.
Oh wow.
Probably is like their 5th
I
stringer.
would not known that, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. We just learned
Okay.
something new. But no, he's
Yeah.
862 receptions,
Mhm.
12,000 yards, 67 touchdowns. So he's probably gotten some consideration. He's not in yet though.
All right, and now is Roddy White and Eric Moats. I know Roddy's
Ooh.
not in. Roddy had numbers as well, though.
Oh,
Shout
those are
out
good
to
names.
shout out to was it Arterius Barnes for the Roddy White. He
So
threw the
Moats-
Roddy White in there, man.
Moats
Shout out
has-
to him, man.
Moats
And
has a-
Damon Brown with the Molds.
Moats has a 3-time Pro Bowl, 764 yards, 10,000 receiving, or 764 receptions, 10,000 receiving yards, and then 49 touchdowns. So I have Heinz above him.
I like that.
Who's the other guy?
That was that Roddy White. Or was that
That was Molds.
Roddy White. He was the other one with the Falcons. And the same generation too.
4-time Pro Bowls, 1 All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
He fell off, man.
What do he look like? What do he look like?
So he did, looks like 10 years, 808 receptions, 10,000 receiving
Julio,
yards,
when Julio got there, man.
63 touchdowns, all with Atlanta. Yeah, he just fell off.
Julio got there, it changed things, man. And he got older.
He had a little bit of a slow start. He didn't start his rookie year till he was 24. And then those 2 years, he only had 400 yards, 500 yards. Then he really got it kicked off when he was 26, 07. 07 to 11 was real awesome, though. He was easily like a top 5 receiver at that time.
Okay. Another good one right here. Keenan McCardell.
I'm gonna
say no to Keenan?
I'm going to say no.
Keenan's a definite no?
Yeah.
I like how we started this thing out and it wasn't.
I like doing
here,
this.
but this is a fun little. I mean, we're like, we got 8 minutes for my man supposed to be buzzing us in, so we just gonna roll with it, man.
2-time Pro Bowl. He won that Super Bowl with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
883 receptions. 11,000 receiving yards, 63 touchdowns.
Okay.
This is over the course. He played 16 seasons.
Okay. So
he has a little extra there.
Now, we're going to read off one more real quick. Then we got to take a little bit of a break because we got a couple things we got to do today, right? First off, we know we got the big man, Pressley Harvin, calling in at 3:30. That's going to be a blast, and we're super excited about that. Also, though, we got to do some giveaways today, too, man. All right. Shout out to the man, the homie Vincent Murray, man. Y'all have seen him. He's usually decked out in the 5-5 full attire gear. He has provided the lower room members with 3 books, right? The Arthmos Experience with Deke. No, of the Moats Theory of Life book that yours truly did, right? But he has 3 that he wants my man Deke to randomly pick lower room members to distribute them to. So I said, we'll do one right now. Then we'll do another once we get off the line with Press. And then we'll have one more at the end of this thing. So since we got about 7 minutes before we're supposed to get on that hotline, let you pick the first person, man, that you would like to give a lower room member. Which lower room you want to give a Moats Theory of Life book to, baby?
Okay, let me look.
You gotta check them out now. Lower room, remember, they don't light up as much. Okay, they say their electricity bill is a little high down there. They can't pay it all the time, but we still show them love because we care about them.
Okay, my chat's really not moving. I gotta get a new chat up here.
Ooh, funny making JG says, book me. I like it, baby. I like it.
Okay.
You got Love and Madden, aka Stephanie, aka your secret admirer. She's waving, saying, please pick me, please pick me. A lot of people are nominating her as well. It's crazy right now.
Oh, really?
But we got Chaz. Chaz Fatur says, I'll take your jersey, Moats. You got to wait till we do our monthly giveaways, baby, all right? I mean, so we'll see how that thing rolls. But yeah, man, I'm seeing some names popping up in here, baby. So it's on you, Deke, dog. It's on you. Who are you giving the big Deke energy to today? Who gets the big Deke first?
You said their username just
Uh-oh.
a little bit ago.
Oh.
And it's just staying on my screen. My chat's not moving, so I got to pick it.
Oh.
Funny making JG.
Funny making JG. Shout out to you, player. Shout out to you. Funny making JG. You have won the first of the 3 lower room giveaway books that we'll be giving out today of the Moats Theory of Life. So all you need to do is do this, man. Send me an email moatswinners@gmail.com. All right, have your name in there. And then from there, after that, I will give you a little bit of a, roundabout way to do a little verification to make sure it is truly you. And after that, man, we'll get all the shipping info and get that book out to you, baby. But shout out to you for that. Yes. And like I said, man, we'll be doing another lower room member, giving you a free copy of The Most of Your Life, compliments of the homie Vincent Murray, once we get off the line with Pressley. All right. So I'm going to let you remember that part because I'm going to forget it. I know.
Okay.
I get so excited. But since we got about 5 minutes left, I'm going to rehash this chat in terms of when we polled up who gets into the Hall of Fame first of the current Steelers that are nominated right now. Heinz Ward is at 75%. Heath Miller is at 14%. Casey Hampton is at 6%. And Gary Anderson is at 4%. We couldn't get a Hardy because of, not having enough space up there, but I didn't see anybody write his name down in the chat as well. So looks like Heinz is what the people want right now. So we shall see, man. We shall see. Guess I hope he gets in because I do like Heinz, the homie, man. It's a good dude. So we shall see, man.
Interesting. Heath at 14%.
Yeah, I was surprised a little bit.
Because in terms of tight ends, man, there's not too many that are in right now either. That's a more exclusive class, kind of like the kickers.
Yeah.
And then thinking of some of the guys that are going to be up for that, like Antonio Gates coming up. You're going to have Gronkowski, Jason Witten too.
Yeah.
I think Heinz, it's going to be tough to compare him to some of those guys getting in. Even like Heath Miller.
Yeah,
some of the guys that are on the border, I was looking up. They're like, some of the tight ends that are kind of snubbed from the Hall of Fame, maybe they deserve a look. Heath, it all depends on what you're looking for. I guess you could stretch it because he's got 2 Pro Bowls. He's got the 2 championships. But there's some guys, man, like 5 Pro Bowls that are like not in, a couple All Pros and everything. And then in terms of even this era, like where do you view Greg Olsen? Because I would even say he might have a better shot over Heath Miller, and he's probably not even going to go in.
I can see that. But this is my issue, man. Like a guy like Greg Olsen, to me, if we're seeing guys like Ocho should get in as a receiver, right? I think Greg as a tight end, I kind of look at him in that same vein of like, yo, during this generation, you've been one of the top tight ends out here. Maybe not number 1 or number 2, but you've been in that conversation constantly since he's been playing. So I think that should make him a guy.
I think he at least deserves consideration. Heath Miller's a nominee. I just don't know if he's on Greg Olsen's level. I think if Olsen gets in, that's a little gateway for Heath.
Put it like if I'm the committee, I probably don't put in Greg. I like Gates. I like Kelsey. I like
Gronk easily.
That's a no-brainer. Definitely.
I think Jason Witten's
Gonzalez
definitely in.
And Witten. Though I think those 5 modern are locked in.
How do you feel about Jimmy Graham?
He had his moments too, but he also had the injuries, and that kind of like skewed the numbers as well. Like that's the part. Like if he would have kept it going like how it was when he was down in New Orleans and then early on in Green Bay, yes. But then I do feel like, I don't know if it was because of the injuries or what, but it took a little bit of a drop.
It could be one of those things down the line.
Man, I got somebody calling. I don't know if it's him because it's 2 minutes early, but I'm going to answer it. So you talk while I answer.
Jimmy Graham?
Hello?
Could be one of those things down the line when we look back at some of his numbers. We see his Pro Bowls. We see his stretch run that he had with the Saints. We're like, oh, man, why isn't Jimmy Graham in? I could see that maybe in like 30 years.
Hey, and ladies and gentlemen,
that
is the big man right there, one and only. Calling in early, too. I like a guy like him, man. Prompt, All right. Can you hear me? Mr. Pressley Harvin?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Man, we first off excited to have you on with us today, man. We appreciate you taking some time out, baby.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Yeah, man. So to start this thing out, man, just talk about how you've been transitioning to this NFL life, man. Has anything surprised you? Like, what's been going on for it?
Yeah, man. I mean, the biggest thing is just, being able to be here in the first place. It's not an easy thing to be able to be a part of, but, the transition has been going pretty good. Biggest thing is just, as a punter on the NFL level, consistency is key. Placement is key. Mm-hmm. And just, like Coach T says all the time, to just making routine plays routinely. And that's just what the name of the game is, man. And just being able to, continue my craft in that position of, being able to produce that every single time I'm on the field, or every single time I get a rep in practice. Man, it's been a journey. I've been up here in Pittsburgh now since about the middle of May. I've been, ins and outs of, OTA work, mini camp work, and training camp, and now into the regular season. Man, I look back when I first got up here, and, it was a lot more stress. The stress is something that a lot of people really don't get an opportunity to talk about from a standpoint of, being an NFL athlete. And the biggest thing is just, having that foundation and that background of, I have a really tight-knit family that's always been behind me. Just being able to have those people that's behind you that, continue to uplift you when you're up here in a new city by yourself. 'Cause, man, it's hard. But, being able to have the Steelers organization that always have opportunities and things and people to talk to, keep you clear-minded, keep you on track, on and off the field. Man, it's been a journey. But, I mean, like this transition has actually been pretty well for me. It's a lot better than I expected it was going to go.
No, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad that you're acclimating yourself and starting to settle into this thing, man. But speaking of first impressions, man, what was your first impression of Heinz Field for the home opener, baby?
Man, I'll tell you one thing. Steeler Nation is huge. I learned that trying to get to the game, and I was in so much traffic just trying to get to the game and just to perform. Man, it's ridiculous, but this city and this fan base is unbelievable. They come out in numbers and numbers and numbers, and it's just always been a lot of love. Like I actually got an opportunity to play in Heinz Field a couple years ago at Georgia Tech. We played the University of Pitt away, and I actually got an opportunity to, it's not the same fan base, but it's kind of similar. But I mean,
there's no one in that Pitt stadium, man, for Pitt games.
Yeah, it's not even as close as what it was Sunday than it was 2 years ago. But man, this organization has some incredible fan base, man, and I just truly appreciate it because it's always a good thing when you have the crowd that's involved in the game, and that can be a sway of a game. Mm-hmm. And this fan base is that by a long shot.
Now, you were talking about the love you've gotten from Steeler fans. Whenever we drafted you, we basically locked you in as the starting punter for this year. Can you take me through the competition you have with Jordan Berry throughout this whole offseason? So you come out Hall of Fame game, just dropping dimes left and right, and we're like, okay, yeah, the competition's completely over. But Jordan Berry bounces back the next game, and as we could see, you won the job. He's a pretty good punter in his own right. He got picked up by the Vikings. Can you take me through that competition with Jordan Berry this offseason and your reaction to ultimately winning the job?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, the biggest thing was I knew coming into it that I wasn't going to be given anything. And just being able to be drafted just means that you were drafted. That doesn't give you any entitlement or anything like that. And coming into it, I personally didn't know Berry beforehand. But I know some veterans in this league, they can have a different type of opinion on how they want to, be around another rookie that's supposed to be trying to compete for the same job. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you, Jordan Berry is one of the best mentors any specialist could have ever had. Jordan took me kind of under his wings and showed me the rope and was selfless when I first got up here to, kind of show me the ins and outs of this thing. And at the same time, we're competing for the same spot. And there's only one spot on the active roster. But, man, when I tell you this entire time that I was up here when he was here too, I didn't even think of a competition in the standpoint of I just got to go out there and I just got to beat him every day. It was more so of a stance of how can I make myself better and how can he make himself better and how can both of us put that together to just make each other better every single day. And because that we did that over the training camp, as well as the preseason games, both of us came out victorious, in my honest opinion, because he's now with another team and he was able to, put out good film out there to be able to continue his journey down on his career. And I was able to, get a good foundation for mine too. And I'm just definitely appreciative of that because I know a couple of stories of a couple of other veterans that would not have done that for a rookie at all. And I still got mad love and mad respect for Berry to this day.
Nah, man, you're 100% right. From personal experience, there's plenty of veterans out there that will not lend a helping hand to a young guy competing for their spot. And Berry was my guy. We shared that locker room, man. But I'm happy as heck to see you out there doing your thing, man. But what I want to know, man, you talked about a little bit with the first answer, right? With some of the fanfare that you've received. I mean, you've been a big deal as a specialist going back to your collegiate days, but has it ever felt overwhelming to you? And if so, how do you handle that? How do you, compartmentalize to keep yourself focused on what you need to be focused on?
Yeah, I mean, everything you find a little bit of frustration in, and having all of the accolades and stuff behind me, it does get a little bit frustrating because people only see the accolades and stuff. They don't see the work that you put in behind the scenes. And the thing that I kept hearing ever since I was drafted was, you got the spot. Like, you're our punter, and you're going to be here for 20 years. Like, that all sounds good, but I haven't proven anything on this level yet. Because you know too, like, accolades don't mean anything unless you continue to make more of them, and you just can journey on making that work. Because I'm a really, really humble guy, and that's just how I was raised. And all of the accolades and stuff, like, that's good and all, but that's not what I want to be remembered by. I want people to remember about the hard work that I put in on the practice field, all of the hours and the commitment that I had for my teammates to try to make them better at the same time, and just things like that. And the accolades will come, but the accolades are only accolades unless you work hard. And that's the thing that was, kind of frustrating for me was, I got family and friends back home that are just saying, when are you going to get a place up here, and just worrying about all these other things. I'm like, nah, man, like, my head needs to be visioning on the fact of every single day I'm up here and I'm walking in that building, how can I get better? And that's exactly what I did, man. And that's all I still think about because, making the team week 1 isn't anything. You got to make it through a season now. And, specialists come in and out of doors all day, every single day for just about every organization. And if I can just continue to make myself 1% better every day, that's my motto. That's what I got from Georgia Tech, just get better every single day. If I can make myself 1% better every single day, I can be here for a while. And that's just my goal, is just working hard and working harder than I have to work in the game, because that's really how we practice now. Because if you practice harder than the game's going to be like a breeze for you. And that's exactly what it's been. Like, we get put in situations in practice, and by the time I get to the game, I'm not out there nervous. I'm not overthinking anything. I know what I got to do. I know how to do it, and I can just do it with the swiftness.
What's your favorite play? The play you're most proud of? Is it the throw, or is it whenever you drop a dime like on the 1 yard line?
I would say the throw because that's my only score, but that's gonna be a selfish one. I think my biggest play that I've made personally was the Hall of Fame game with the ball on the 1 yard line. And I say that because you don't really get a chance to see balls land on the 1 yard line, but the throwing touchdowns and stuff like I did in college was good and all. Like, yeah, like that was a big part of why we won that game. But putting a defense in good field position to make plays on those drives mean more than me than anything. Like, people can think, like, because I can throw the ball, I should do that every time. That's not really my job description. My job is to put that defense in a position to where they can make plays, because defense, offense, and special teams are all three phases of the game. If you got one phase that can put another phase in position to make better plays, both of those phases go up. And then the offense will get on board with it, and then it'll just have a snowball effect. So that's really my favorite play, of putting the ball where I need to put the ball to make defense make plays.
Now, you mentioned your relationship with Jordan Berry, and special teams versus the rest of the team is kind of separate. Were you guys doing anything throughout this offseason, or did you do anything in Georgia Tech? Like, do you guys have like a little golfing club? Were you playing cards? Was there something specific even to each team that you guys as special team unit were doing?
Back at Tech, the biggest thing we would do is play a game called punt golf, and we would just usually do that at practice. So we'd just pick a target, have a select amount of hits or punts in an aspect of it until you hit that target, and you just do it just like golf. That's the game we've mostly played. Up here with the Steelers, I really haven't found anything yet, because there's not really a position group. There's only three of us, so we're still working the ins and outs of that still. So,
got you.
Now, as a specialist, right, we don't hear a lot of you guys getting drafted, okay? We know it's hard to get drafted just in general. But for you, man, like I said, it was a lot of fanfare, a lot of hype surrounding you. So, man, just talk about your draft day experience, man, and what was your story behind it?
Yeah, man, draft day was a little bit different than I was expecting it to. when the draft started, the first day, watched the second day, and just all of these picks going in and out. And I was excited at first, those first 2 days. When the third day started, that's when the jitters started to get in and the anxiety. Draft day was almost not what I wanted my draft day to be like. Like, as you know, I went 7th round, 254th pick, the 8th from last pick, matter of fact. And I was hearing rumors about, there was going to be a good bit of punters taken this year, and we were supposed to be taken a lot earlier, 5th and 6th round. Evan McPherson, he's now the kicker at the Bengals, good friend of mine. He was drafted in the 5th round. And usually it's that jitter of, all right, if one specialist is taken, a couple of teams will start making picks for other specialists. That was not the case. 6th round, two long snappers get drafted. And when the 6th round came and went, that's when my agent also was at my draft party with my family. The real anxiety started setting in on me of, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know where I'm going to go. So 6th round came and went. We started making phone calls to different teams. Teams started reaching out, and it was more so looking like I wasn't going to get drafted. And, I was a little upset because I worked my entire life, had a really, really good senior year to put myself in a position to be drafted, and I didn't think it was going to look like that. So my agent and my kicking coach, we walked outside of everybody else, because my family could tell, obviously, that I was kind of pissed off. But we walked outside, the 7th round started, and we were on the phone with the team where we were saying, what does this free agency look like for me, for a deal with them? And I had one on the board, and what I didn't realize was, on the last day, we were 2 picks behind the order on TV. So picks were coming in, I think, like 5 to 10 minutes later than they already were. So I wasn't sure of the lineup, and we knew the Steelers was one of the organizations that were down on our, it's kind of like our draft radar.
Yeah.
Because Danny Smith, which used to also coach at Georgia Tech back in the day, ran my pro day workout, and the Steelers were the first team after pro day to call to make sure they had my right draft contact and stuff, and that was all I heard. So we knew they were on the board, but we didn't know what they were going to do because I haven't heard anything. And the next thing I know, I'm on the phone with one team, and I got a Pittsburgh 412 number calling me, and I accidentally missed the phone call. I accidentally missed the phone call because I didn't know what pick we were on, so I thought they were calling for free agency too. And about 30 seconds later, I called the number back, and the first thing I hear is, "I hope you're not on the phone trying to make free agency deals and stuff." I was like, "I am not gonna lie to you, Coach. Like, I am. I'm trying to figure this out." And the next thing I know, it's Coach T on the phone. He's like, "Well, don't worry about it. This is Mike Tomlin with the Steelers. We're going to take you right here with this last pick we got."
Let's go.
And I went crazy. I told myself ahead of time, and I told my family, I'm not going to cry when I get drafted. I'm so excited. Man, I cried like a toddler, bro.
It happens. It happens.
There was so many up and downs in that day. I just had to let it all out. I let it all out right on my girlfriend and my mom, man. Like, I was done, man. And it was a complete honor, bro. And, like, I can't thank the Steelers enough because, man, this is a real organization to play for. This is literally NFL history up here. And when I tell you every single day I walk in these facilities, man, I am just thankful of being here. And I get the opportunity to just make that 1% of myself better every single day, bro. Like, and I have this coaching staff and everybody behind me. The fan base is behind me and all. I don't feel alone. I am up here by myself, but I don't feel alone. I feel that love from every single corner of this city.
Nah, man, that's an awesome story. And trust me, man, being a part of this organization, man, it is nothing like it. It's family first. You see it from top to bottom with Mr. Rooney, man, every day available to you, man. So never feel like you alone, man. You always got us alumni up here with you, baby. All right?
Most def, man. I definitely appreciate you.
No doubt. No doubt.
Now, you took us through the draft day story. Can you take us through the story of becoming a punter? I listened to some of your previous interviews. Coaches, whenever you were young, were trying to get you to play different positions. You ended up playing punter because it was out of need. Like, the team didn't have it, and you punted one time, and it was not the best punt. It only went like 5 yards, but you fell in love with it and stuck with the position. Could you take us through that story?
Yeah, man. So my 7th grade year, I was playing center at my middle school, and we had an open trial like the second or third day of football practice to try to find a kicker. We didn't have one, basically. So I just took the initiative of, screw it, it's something new. I might as well just try it. I'll do it for the team and then go back on offense when I'm needed. So that's what my first thought process was. When that ball hit my foot the first time, I just kind of fell in love with it. I mean, I've never done it before. I always used to play like kickball and stuff growing up, and I always had a strong leg, but I never thought of using it as a specialist. So,
even though it was a bad kick.
Yeah, even though it was really, really bad, I thought it was really, really good because nobody else could do it. So 7th and 8th grade go by. I was doing that. I transitioned over to tight end my 8th grade year. And then I got to high school. So freshman year comes around over the summer. The next thing I know, I'm still trying to punt for our we call it the B team, so it's under junior varsity. And it's usually just freshmen playing on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So, I started that in the off-season work that we had. And one day I'm out kicking, and our varsity coach walks by, says, tomorrow at practice, come over to the varsity field and punt. And I punted a couple balls, and when I tell you, a couple of the players were actually very astonished at the fact that it was so high.
Oh.
I didn't really have good form because I never got sustainable coaching or anything yet. But after that practice, he moved me up to varsity to be second string. I didn't play my freshman year at all. I had raw potential still. I had a strong leg, but I didn't really know how to kick the ball yet. So after my freshman year, off of the B team, I got moved up to varsity full time just for specialists. But the tight ends coach, the offensive line coach at the time was telling me, look, next year you can do this punting and stuff the rest of this year, but next year I need you to play tight end. I need you to play tight end and fullback so you can block for us, stuff like that, right? So, I went and told my mom, I'm like, hey, like this punting thing, I'm enjoying it, but, they want me to play tight end on varsity and stuff the next year. And my mom was just like, what do you want to do? I was like, to be honest, coach made it seem like he wants me to do that just for him, not for me to be in the best position to get to college, because that was my dream of going to my dream school was South Carolina. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to be 6'5" trying to play tight end in the SEC. It's just not going to happen. So he was like, well, just follow what your heart wants you to do. And I did that, and I went to practice the next day, and I told him, I was like, Coach, I thought about what you said. I think I want to just punt. And when I tell you that coach got pissed off at me, because he was like, no, you don't need to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. You're never going to be good at it. And ever since that moment on, I just wanted to prove him wrong. So my freshman year ends. The next year comes by. I start getting coaching and stuff in the off season for punting. And going into my sophomore year, I went up to Wisconsin to our we call it it's the Coles Kicking Professional Camps. I went to their National Scholarship Camp up north in Wisconsin, and I didn't really have any coaching or anything at that point yet, but I worked my butt off that off season to be able to be good enough to go to this camp and then to go prove myself. And I did just that, man. Like, I left that camp ranked number 1 in the nation.
Wow.
I was number 1 at that camp as a rising sophomore, and I beat out NFL players that are actually in the league now that were in high school at the same time as me a couple years ago. I won that entire camp, and for the first time in Coles kicking history, an underclassman won the camp that was supposed to be the ranking for the Under Armour All-American game. So I was supposed to play in the game, but because I'm not a senior, I had to forfeit my spot.
Oh,
wow.
Man. Dude, that's dope, though. Holy cow. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man. So from that point on, I kind of felt like I had a target on my back. And I was an early bloomer with this kicking stuff, man. Like, I had a really early growth spurt with it. And by the time my senior year caught up, the same guys that were in my class that couldn't keep up, they started getting better. So I just continued to get better and better every year. And worked my behind off throughout my entire high school career to be able to get one scholarship offer. So my only one was to Georgia Tech. My only offer in general. I didn't have a preferred walk-on offer at anything. I said South Carolina was my dream school, and Munchamp was the head coach at the time that I was getting recruited, and he didn't offer me. because he just got there and they were in the rebuilding stage of their program. I wanted to stay home so bad. He didn't offer me. Tech offered me earlier in my junior year. I went ahead and accepted that. And man, the rest is history now, man. I'm just truly blessed for that opportunity in the first place because, if Georgia Tech didn't believe me, I don't know where I was going to be.
That's a dope story.
No, that is, man. That definitely is. I got a selfish question. JMU, they weren't on the radar? I'm just throwing it out there, man. You ever heard of James Madison University?
I have. I actually have, and that's the crazy thing. But, man, my biggest thing was, where can I go to get a really good education and not pay for school? That was my two things.
For sure.
I didn't want to burden my family and my parents on, having to pay student loans and stuff like that with me throughout my entire lifetime. So
I could definitely understand that.
Yeah, man.
Now, I got to ask you about your current special teams coach, but I just remembered, man, you've been down there at Georgia Tech. My guy, Tashard Choice been down there with you, man. Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy right there.
Good guy, man. I love that guy to death, man. He is one of my favorite coaches ever in football.
Yeah.
Man, when you're talking about a coach that's a player's coach, it's him all the way. All the way. T-Choice is good, man. He's a great guy.
I say, yeah, love TC, man. But talk to us a little bit, man. What's it been like having Danny Smith as a coach, man? He's a different individual, but I happen to like the guy a lot. But man, you let me know, man. What's your thoughts on Danny right there, man?
I got one word for you on D. Smith, man. Old school, and that's exactly what he is, but it works. And when the first time I met D. Smith, it was actually on a phone call right after I committed not committed, but I declared for the draft. He called me about a week or two coming into, trying to, get ready for pro day. He calls me and, we talk it up, and I had a couple of coaches call me at this time. This was the only phone call. I was on the phone for about an hour and a half. And we just started talking, and we kind of, had a relationship built before I even knew what he looked like. Man, like I heard his voice. I know he was vocal, but I didn't even know what he looked like. And after that phone call, I felt so confident in myself of just being able to do this. Like I was just ready to go conquer the world. And the next thing I know, a couple of months later, he's at Tech doing my pro day workout with the special teams coach from the Falcons, Marquise Williams. Both of them did it hand in hand. But it was predominantly D. Smith. And what I also didn't know until I went to the facility the next day after that phone call was Coach Smith actually coached at Georgia Tech. And he actually was one of the coaches on the coaching staff that won our last national championship in 1990.
Oh, wow.
So when I found that out, I was like, man, like, there's somebody else at Tech in the league that's, potentially wanting me to come to their organization. So I'm like, man, like, let's see how this goes. And, pro day was well. He kept in contact. And now I'm up here, and, I've been up here for a couple of months with him. Man, he is a crazy coach. But when I tell you, man, this man knows what he's talking about. And he knows how to put us in positions to win on special teams, man. It's ridiculous. Like, he knows a lot. He's one of the coaches that's been in the NFL level for the longest. I think this is his 27th season.
He's been in the NFL for a long time. Long time. 27
seasons. That's a long time. Man, he's been a big help. He's been a big part of my success as well, because he tells me every single day, you come on this field, don't try to be more than what you are. Just do you. And we'll put you in positions where you can make plays. And, man, that's what I come to every single day, man. I appreciate him for everything he's done and believing in me enough to bring me here in the first place, man.
Hey, love Danny Smith, man. Tell my man he needs some help. That's he'll know what it means. But we had a question, man, coming in from the chat for you as well, man, because like I said, we are live right now from my man Nick Y. He says, Steeler Nation wants to know, what do you want to be called? They like PH36. We obviously hear PH3. We hear Thick Kick as well, man. But we want to know from you, baby, what do you want to be called?
Man, I don't even know, because I haven't thought about that. But I always my initials are PH3, and I'm completely fine with that. But if they want to be PH6 or PH3, whatever one, man, it doesn't matter to me. Both of them are good.
All right. I like that. They also. Oh, you got one? Okay.
Well, yeah, this one's from Joey. He's saying, Pressley, why did you take number 6? You do know that is Steeler legend Duck Hodges' number. Did you get his blessing?
I didn't get his blessings, but I knew he wore 6. Actually, this is kind of ironic because I didn't think about it, but I'm Pressley Harvin III, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the third. My dad's the junior. That's 2, and then my granddad's senior. That's 1. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 is what? 6. That's the That's the first thing I noticed after I already picked the number. I really picked it because it was only single digit left, and I liked it. The other thing that I just found out was, I believe if my source is correct, I am actually the 6th black punter to ever be in the NFL. And I didn't know that until about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that actually might be true. I have to check the sources again, but I can count on one hand how many there were, and it wasn't that many. And I can count 5, and I would be the 6th.
Wow. So yeah, connections to the number
pretty,
then too.
I'm about to say that is pretty significant. I like that then. Okay. Well, like I said, we've had you on for a while. We know you got to prepare for a game this weekend. So I got one last question for you, baby. All right. Talk about your welcome to the NFL moment.
Man, I think the biggest welcome to the NFL moment I had was when I was on the airplane getting up here, and I went in the airport, and I got a ride to the facilities, and I walk in the facilities, and everybody is just there, and I saw my locker. I think that was my biggest welcome to the NFL moment for me. A lot of people would probably say it's a play where they got ran over on the field or something like that. Welcome to the NFL. Man, mine was just being able to see my name and my number on that locker. That really hit me. And man, I've been dreaming about this moment my entire life. I mean, every little kid that plays football want to get to the league, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what position or what route it was going to look like. And to say that I conquered something and that I worked my behind off so long to be able to do it, and I didn't even know how I was going to look. I just had the plan of doing it. Man, it's a complete honor, man. And I saw that locker, and I was like, man, I actually am here. And I knew that could have been temporary, if the front office or anything wanted to go a different route than me.
Right.
But I just told myself, like, man, no matter what, I know I made it. Like a lot of people can't say they got drafted because that's a small, tight-knit community as it is. But to have my name on this locker at this point in my life, I can say, I made it, and that was my welcome to the NFL moment for me.
No, man, that is awesome right there, man. Well, Pressley, dude, we appreciate you, man, taking some time to be with us today, man. Keep preparing. We look forward to seeing you keep doing your thing on these Sundays, baby. All right.
Most def, you know it, brother. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate it, man. No, for sure. Peace.
Well, believe that was what we like to call a good interview.
That was dope.
That was pretty fun right there, man. I'm not
That
gonna
was
lie,
awesome.
man. Shout out to the homie right there. PH3. That's what it sounds like. PH3. We hear why. Well, I'm liking it.
I didn't know there was really a nickname controversy with him.
I didn't either.
I know
It kept popping up,
Farmouth
though.
was the main thing, but yeah, you're right.
It definitely kept popping up, and shout out to everybody in the chat. Provide us some questions as well. And see, we did get a chance to have some regular conversations in there, right? Because usually this is an upper room only thing when it's interview, but we spread love, but we're glad that y'all enjoyed that interview because we definitely did as well.
Manuel Molina saying those stories were great. Loved
They were,
it.
man.
Yeah. Shout out to Pressley for sharing those.
Yeah.
The draft and becoming a punter. Those were
No,
both really
seriously,
interesting.
man. Seriously.
So we're glad you guys liked them because we did too. It was
That
fun
was a
as hell.
blast right there, man. That was a blast, bro. Man, I like when we do that. I like when we have a little bit of combos every once in a while.
So what's next on the docket?
Man.
Are we still doing Hall of Fame? Did we want to?
No, we are not.
Did we want to go through the
Galaxy Travelers Convo?
We don't want to go through defensive tackles.
Oh my God.
Like 5 guys that are in, and then like 10, 15 guys that are borderline. Look at their Pro Bowl, All Pro resumes.
It's 4:00. We want to be here until 8:00.
I just feel like Casey Hampton. We gotta dissect this case.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? We'll save that for another day.
Yeah, sure.
We'll save for
Probably like next season because
yeah.
I think we've talked about Heinz Ward Hall of Fame
every year.
Since starting the podcast,
Every
probably
year?
at least 4 or 5 times.
Yes, absolutely. Every time. And I like how we always say, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. And then we spend a lot of time on it.
We just talked Heinz Ward and receiver the whole time.
Whole time.
A little bit of kicker.
Whole time.
Little Gary Anderson a little bit.
It is so funny because I fall into the trap with you. I'm like, bro, we lightly just go here, and we transition to that right there, right now. Nope. Never happens like that. Shout out to the chat for that, man. Y'all always keep us going, all right? So now we can get to this Galaxy Travelers conversation. Right. Here we go. So that just brought a little laugh to my face, man. Man, we got plenty of supers from earlier that we'll get to. We also got the ones from yesterday that I want to spend a little time with as well. Dude.
Well, I got to actually pick another winner, right?
Yes, good call on that because we only have one winner right now. That first winner of the Moats Theory of Life free giveaway for the lower room members. Shout out to Vincent Murray, the homie, for providing those books, those copies. First one we gave out to.
So if you join the upper room, you're not eligible.
So, yeah, if you joined it correct right now, you're not eligible. But, you know, you got a lot more of the perks, so it's all good. But Funny Making JG is the first winner of the lower room book. All right, the first winner of it. Yeah. Story of Life, signed copy, right to you. So it's time for the next.
Who does everyone want me to pick?
I was say, yeah, people in the chat, let us know who we should or who Deke should pick for the second winner of the Most Story of Life book that we will be giving out to a lower room member. I keep seeing Stephanie. She's
like raising her hand.
She's raising. I like the eagerness of it, and we have. Oh man, that brings up a good point.
Can I cancel my upper room?
No, don't cancel it for the book. We got other ways to work around that thing. Don't you do that, man.
An upper room giveaway, maybe.
Upper room giveaway, definitely. That's coming soon.
On Banner Tuesdays. Whoa, Banner picks the name. How about that?
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And you got to be on the chat at the time to win it, too. Oh,
maybe that's it.
I see you. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of names. A lot of people are really feeling stuff. I see a Malachi in there, though. Shout out to Malachi. Malachi saying
he wants the book.
I get all this stuff, love, but wait a minute. All right, wait a daggone minute, okay? Man, they are really on it. Okay, Frank K says anyone but Steph.
Oh, wow.
He says, LOA, just kidding, though. All right. Dude, why does it? Steph. Hold on now. Wait a minute. We go Cassius Marsh. There we go. They said Cassius Marsh.
He's not in the chat.
Oh, he's not.
Unless he's got a burner.
He's got to be on right now. I don't know. It's Stephanie.
You want me to just pick him and then you got to DM him? Hey, you want this on the show?
Hey, Cash, I know you don't know me because we never met, but
we kind of shit on you here.
You know, my homie who really thinks he could take you, he said that he picks you for this book because you're a lower room member. Yeah. What's your address? Like, I ain't trying. That's a little awkward, man. They said do a poll. Wow. I don't even know how you poll up that. Like, should Deke pick Stephanie for the book? Is that what, like, I don't even know how to poll that up.
Do I have to listen to it, though? You could just do the poll. I don't have to listen to it.
You don't have to listen to it. I feel like, bro, everything says one person right now. Okay. Now, Destin versus the World, plot twist, he says, I bet Stephanie wins. So now he's putting the onus on you. You just going to allow him to bet that she wins right now? Is that big Deke energy or is that small Deke energy? Or is that considered a Deke investment, though?
I see a few names on here.
I do.
Isaac. That have been asking for the book.
I was like, Alarcon. I see Alex. All right. Or Isaac. Excuse me. Isaac. All right.
I'm going to go with...
moment of truth. Drum roll.
I'm going to go with Jay Sawyer.
There it is. Jake Sawyer.
Congratulations.
Shout out to the homie, Jake Sawyer. New book coming to you, baby. Where you at, Jay? Sawyer. That's what I'm talking about, Deke, man. You got to be hardcore, baby. Hey.
He's amped up, too. A lot of fire emojis.
Let's go. I like it, man. Like it.
Now we just have super chats, right? And then I'll pick another winner at the end.
Absolutely, man. No pressure, baby. No pressure. I like it. I liked it. Man, they even said that you whipped if you chose Stephanie, too. Wow. Okay. And they said you must really, really not be feeling Steph. Okay. Now
I'm just picking random names.
They saying that's small Deke energy. Wow. They really going at you. All right. I'm just glad it's you today.
Hey, man, it's just random names. You know what I mean?
I'm an innocent bystander. Just allow me to sit over here in my little cubby, please. All right. So here we go. Let's get back to some of these supers, man, since we are doing our Galaxy Travelers portion of the convoy. Oh, man. No. Destin versus the World. Don't be sick. He said he's peacing out because he's hurt now.
Damn.
But they are hurt now. Blame Deke. But remember, you still got a chance for one more. It's one more buck. Now, if you leave early, you might not get that opportunity. Just throwing it out there, baby. And Frank K said that you just playing hard to get with stuff. It happens. It happens. It's
I
cool.
just feel for it to be a fair competition,
I like fairness.
we need to just do random names.
And don't allow me to bias you. You feel me? Keep me over here. Yes, indeed. But we got Caleb. Oh, no, because Caleb Cole already said this. I thought he did. In terms of, am I going to have a Bengals jersey or am I going to be in a Steelers bandana this weekend? You did read that one. I remember that very, very, not really feeling that. Y'all stop picking with me, man. Thoughts on Canada saying he has to do better. Okay, we were there. I think I have got us where we're supposed to be now. Okay, the Analyzer. Shout out to the Analyzer. 3-month member as well, using his free super chat. Shout out to him. He says, LFG #Steeler Nation. So y'all know what we on, baby. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a big one out here on Sunday, man. I am excited. The interview got me even more amped up.
Oh, that was awesome,
bro.
That was awesome.
I'm over here like, can we punt right now? I'm ready to punt, unless it's never mind. Even if it's 4th and 1, we'll punt.
Because why didn't we ask him that?
I thought about it though.
Did you?
I was like, yo, so what were your thoughts? Like, when everybody was getting on Coach C for punting on 4th and 1, like, you like that, right? Like,
and then say Ben.
You know what I'm saying?
Ben was saying the punting team came out on the field too quick. Were you running out too quick?
Like, was that your call? I mean, did you lead the troops out there, or you know what I mean? How did this thing play out?
Is there a rift between you and Ben right now?
You never know, man. You never know. You never know. We also got Beer Pong. He just joined the upper room. Beer Pong, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love the name, by the way. And then we got Jerry Valtanen. Jerry Valtanen just joined the upper room. So, Jerry, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Then we got James Gray. James Gray said, OG Moats, put me in the game, coach. Super fan, big dog. Big dog. I'm saying it like a typo right there. I was about to read it verbatim. It was a typo. He says, as always, tuned in from DC, burning good Burrow gelato. Hey, he on that Joe Burrow pack tons of gelato. Man, that might be considered a hybrid right there. From what I've researched, I can't specify whether I know that completely or not, but that looks a little hybridy right there. But he says, I'm going to be much, much more active, man. And James, we like the fact that you're going to be more active now, maybe. We need you, all right? So keep rocking with us. We're going to keep rocking with you. Let's go, UW. Showing love. Says Moats going to show up in a Bengals James Harrison jersey.
I saw that. I see that too. Trina Steel Diva said that.
Wow. I ain't going to lie. If I did have to put one on, I would rather it be Debo just because it's Debo. That's the homie. That's my guy. But if it's not him, I'm dead. Ocho?
Mike's saying you're going to do the Icky Shuffle.
Confession? Me? Because my father-in-law is here right now, right? You had a chance to meet him last night. Shout out to the
he's got some good takes.
He got some heat now.
He's got some good takes.
Listen, he been trying to middle chair us all week. I'm like, yo.
Oh, he's trying to jump in?
He was trying to middle chair us the whole week.
Well, I'll be on the vlog, right?
He'll be on the vlog. Yeah. He wanted the middle chair. So I'm like, this ain't the vibe for that right now. Like that's I'm gonna be sitting over here just like laughing at y'all two going back and forth. Baby.
I'm surprised he wanted to take a picture of us too.
I know. I was like, all right.
All right.
Shout out to shout out to the father-in-law right there.
He recognizes
man,
the podcast is going up. He wanted to get a quick
showed some love. He did. He showed some love. But going back to my story, me, him, and my daughter, my oldest. Do you remember when they did the Icky Shuffle commercial where it was like,
oh man,
oh
yeah,
that's me. Yeah, woo. We used to love that commercial. And we would do it like all the time. We would just be randomly in different stores. 5-5. Woo! Yeah, that's me, baby. 5-5. Don't cross. And that's it. And we was like our little.
No, but you stole it and used it for the Steelers.
We used it for the Steelers, but it was definitely hard copy off of the Icky Shuffle commercial. So yes. But like I said, I still love us. So it's all that matters. So we're good now.
Hey, you picked us to win.
Absolutely. So we're good. We're good. All right. And then Let's Go UW was confirming the jersey retirement numbers for the Steelers, which are Ernie Stautner and Joe Green are the only official retired numbers. And Ernie was the first one as well, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, he was on those shitty teams. Must have felt bad for him.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, because he was right before, I think, the 70s run. Yeah. And Joe Green was a main part, if not like the part. We had so many Hall of Famers. But yeah, Joe Green was the first guy. And was like the leader of the 70s teams, especially on the defense.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, we also have Barilla92. Shout out to Barilla92. He says, hey, Deke, you look like you're having a good day, so I got a question. How many Super Bowls would we have won if Tom Brady, TB12, was the QB in the Killer B era? Oh, sheesh. 14 through 17. Oh, Brady went. That's when Brady went. I'm excited for this one right here because we didn't win any during that era.
We should have with Ben.
Yeah, we didn't though. Brady did win some.
No, he ain't winning any.
So he won them with New England, but he wouldn't have won them with Pittsburgh during that time?
Different circumstances. We had a bunch of guys go down.
Okay.
We had a bunch of guys go down. So no.
Okay. So we wouldn't have won 0 with Brady.
Yeah, we did our best. We did our best with what we had.
All right, fair enough then. All right. Anton Patterson. Here we go then. The most 4-1-2. We had a Pro Bowl line and a Pro Bowl running back in the Le'Veon era, and we used fullbacks back then. Why aren't we doing it now with rookies?
This is the whole Derek Watt situation.
Yeah.
Conversation we're having. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I run that formation in Madden here and there.
I really wonder what has happened though, because
strong close.
Because I think of the preseason, I thought we used Derek. I remember seeing Derek. I know definitely in training camp we see Derek a lot, not just in terms of blocking, but even catching balls. Like it was weird. Like it's like yo, they got some stuff they usually have for.
I don't remember seeing him in preseason. Wasn't
Seriously?
he hurt? Was he banged up?
Not doing all of it because I remember distinctly watching him in training camp practices and being like, yo,
I'm talking about impressive. For the preseason games. I don't remember seeing him out there.
But what I'm saying is this though, during when I say
your stories.
I'm not talking solely like games. When I say
your stories, he looks
together.
Epic.
Yeah, so just like, and I know with Matt Canada, you look at his college tape, you see fullback, you see two tight ends, you see that type of stuff. I just don't know why did the season is here. Now all of a sudden they just stopped doing some of that stuff, man.
Well, 2 weeks in. We'll see if that happens going forward. Either way, we got to get Pat on the field 100% of the time and throw him the ball a lot. If we need Derek Watt in there too, I'm not opposed to trying him out for maybe 5 or 6 plays for sure. I'm really not. I liked our whole conversation with that, what you could do whenever he's in there. You could throw Najee out to the outside.
That they haven't
spread it out a little bit.
Tried it. Just try it. It'll work. Just try it. Please. Pretty please. All right. Anthony Sixto. Shout out to Anthony Sixto. That's a nice little spelling of that too, man. It says Heath Miller, because there's less likely for there to be a log jam at the tight end position just yet. He doesn't think it'll be a log jam just yet because when we talk about Gronk, we talk about those other guys, right? They haven't retired just yet, so we know they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. But he says he doesn't see Heinz Ward leapfrogging the guys for a while. He says, question, should they induct players based on the 3 phases to accommodate the growing field?
3 phases?
But see, I don't, because when I think of the 3 phases, I think of offense, defense, special teams.
Oh, so
but that's why I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure how he was.
So you get how many is it normally? Is it around 10 guys
for the class,
just for the whole thing?
Yeah.
So 10 for offense, 10 defense.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thought.
But that'd be a lot of those specific positions though. If we're talking, well, no, not necessarily. Hold on, no. Let me say that again. Then no. Maybe
it's 7 for each.
Right. I just feel like I would
10 might be a lot.
Down a little bit. Yeah.
6 maybe.
Because now we talk.
6 or 7.
That's like a big class every year.
Yeah, 6 or 7 for each. I think all those guys that we were naming, at least the ones I said should get in, like Heinz, Steve Smith, Ocho Cinco. I forget some of those. Those guys are all in the same kind of same category. And whenever I look back on that era of football, those were top guys.
I would agree, man. I would agree. All right, we had already read off of Nick Y because he shouted us out during the live portion. We also had Drexler Singer. Shout out to Drexler Singer. He says, we need more Moats. Yeah. We would agree with that in a major way. Now, in terms of this debate, because I keep hearing people also talk about just the amount of usage, right? We know with Pat and Najee, but more so in terms of when we're talk about the philosophy. It's kind of the chicken versus the egg conversation. Is the lack of consistent passing game hurting the running game right now, or is the reverse, the running game not being consistent enough, ultimately hurting the passing game? I just keep, like, when I think of getting moved the ball more, getting him more involved, I'm like, does that mean we go more passing? And is that still what the reason is with the running game? Because we're not committed to it enough? Or if you run that ball, does that open it up more? Like, I just, you catch my dilemma I'm in right now, man?
I say whenever we drop back to pass, we target Muth.
Okay.
No matter what the balance is. How much do we run? How much do we pass? If we pass 35, 40 times, let's just get Muth the ball like 9 times. Because I would like us to get a running game going, too. I don't think it necessarily has to take away from the running game. I just think we should target Muth more whenever we drop back. Kind of like how the fourth quarter was going in last game. That's all. No, I still want to run the ball. I still want to have some nice balance going on there.
Because I just feel like sometimes we get so enamored with Pat. I'm just like, yo, I want him to get the rock too. But I'm just like, man, we don't want to OD with this just like heavy pass only attack, because that puts this O-line in harm's way.
I feel like with him on the field, we could be doing some play action and stuff. Yeah, it's not forcing it. It's just, I think he's that much of an asset for us.
Yeah.
We're hoping we're able to get open. We could do some little schemes for him and stuff. And he'll catch the ball.
I like it.
That's my thoughts. No, I don't want to take away from the run game with him.
Because, man, I just think, like, Najee still needs to be heavily used as well, but I want Pat to get more rock time. But then I'm like, where are we taking targets from?
One of the receivers, then.
Which one?
Whoever's not on the field. Whoever's not on the field.
Which one's not on the field? We run a lot of three wide receiver sets, so which one do you want off?
Well, if Deontay's hurt, that makes it a little easier for this
But
game.
if he's healthy.
Yeah, if he's healthy.
Because we're assuming all of them are healthy and full ready to go.
Let's do the edge rush rotation with the receivers.
Well, who comes off first then?
Who are we starting with?
Yeah. You doing a great job of trying to sidestep. I'm going to keep going with you. Let's go.
You know my two guys. I said Claypool and Deontay. I'm a little down on Claypool still.
I'm going to say, you was just down on Claypool.
Oh, yeah.
But he's still your guy.
He's still got the upside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'm really down on him. Trust me.
But he still gets the nod over Juju.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right now.
Okay.
If it was just 2 receivers out there. Yeah, we could do 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and Najee, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Is that enough, though, for the running game? Because that's been what we've been doing.
Move Juju in a little bit, or even have Claypool in a little bit as pseudo tight end.
We've been doing things. He's not blocking no DN, though. You lying to yourself.
Who's the better blocker, Claypool or Ebron?
Versus DN?
Or how about those 3?
Oh, it's Juju, it's not
Juju
even close.
out of him, Claypool, and Ebron.
Yeah, it's Juju. But
Okay.
you talk about blocking a DN outside linebacker? Oh, man, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't think he's trying to do that. Not head up. Maybe you catch him outside and not looking, different conversation. You catch him head up, they ain't. And that's what you put. That's why Ebron struggles, because it's different. Ebron don't get that luxury of catching these guys not looking. He's having to deal with them where we eye to eye. It's a way harder thing to do, man.
Yeah.
All right. We got Jamal Christmas, though. Shout out to Jamal Christmas and Merry Christmas or Merry Early Christmas. Unless your last name is Christmas. Maybe you like Christmas. I love Christmas, by the way. But he says, wasn't Brady's defense better within that time frame? Ben was putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because was Revis there during that time?
It was one of those Super Bowls.
He had one of them, and then they had, Jamie Collins was there for a little bit?
Oh, their defense has always been
dudes,
top 5, top 6.
They always had dudes.
Shitty division. So
you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
dudes.
Our defense got banged up with Shazier.
Yep.
We're going
always
out to we're going out to Denver with Fitzgerald Toussaint fumbling that game away. Injuries left and right. Bro, the effort.
I feel like that has scarred you forever.
Oh, it really has.
Fitz is a good dude.
The
man.
effort.
He played. He had one. That was a terrible play.
We had that game locked up. For Ben to go out there with the arm like that, no AB. Our 2 running backs are out, Bell and D'Angelo Williams. Just him and Martavis, basically, the offense. Like, that was incredible. Like, their defense was supposed to be the best in the league at the time. You lit them up for over 300 yards. We had the game locked up. Just hold on to the ball. We're going to kick a field goal there at least.
We should have just ran quarterback power. Just straight Tebow style. Like, catch that thing out the gun, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, that one really pisses me off, man.
I like it. And then young Papi Bonito says, Moats, did you ever have a heated moment with the Bengals players during the height of the Pitt versus Cincy rivalry? I never had a personal, like, yo, I don't like that guy, like how the Vince and Burfict thing was, but you look at the tape, we're all in it together. That's how it goes. Whether it's before what was that, 15 when it all started, or no, 14 the second time we played them, where we had the big thing in the middle of the field. Obviously, you go to the playoff game, you're not gonna see it on the TV copy, because TV copy is zoomed in on one end, but at the other end of the field, there's some other stuff going on. But either way, man, always heated with those guys, but that's what it's supposed to be. We don't like them. They don't like us, and good for it. They can. Oh, my bad. Thought I was D-Generation X for a second. Alrighty. Then we got Shane Van Hayden. Shout out to Shane Van Hayden. I wish I had like a little cool name. Like,
that is cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is, dude. That's a cool name. I like that right there. He says our defense has mostly played single high safety. Our defense mostly plays single high safety defense against us. And is that making it even harder to have a reliable running attack?
I think he's talking about the opposing defenses.
Okay. Yeah. You threw me out. I was thrown off for a second. That's why we're reading them. We're going to get a person to just read. Like, your job is to read it. All right. And then you break this thing down. Don't have us reading this live like this. It makes us hard on us. But no, in all seriousness, the single high safety does make it hard to run, but they run single high safety because they don't respect the pass right now. That's what we said when I was talking about the Buffalo game. We said, man, they called that call because they did not believe that 7 in that offense can do it. Why I kept saying disrespectful, arrogant at times. Vegas did the same thing. Until they start connecting on these deep passes more consistently, they're going to continue to see single high safeties because there isn't a reason to hop out of that right now. And by bringing in by keeping a single high, having an additional player in the box, it's going to make it really, really tough to run that ball successfully and consistently. So yeah, until they start hitting these shots downfield at a higher clip, that is going to continue to happen right now.
We need Tyreek Hill, I think.
We need somebody.
Call it Mike Wallace again. Just a burner on the outside, hit the streak and win it every time.
We need somebody.
Oh, Claypool, he got that separation though for that one catch.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one catch isn't enough to get us out that single high defense though. That's all. Yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Hey man, this is bounce back game though, right?
Oh, it 100%.
Bounce back game.
Yeah. I think we should have connected on 50% of them last week.
Bounce back game though. Bounce back game.
Yeah.
Bounce back game. I'm feeling it, man. Because you got them for 4 tutties.
I said 3.
3? Okay.
Oh, 4 touchdowns total for the Steelers. Yeah, 28 points.
Yeah.
A clean 28.
Yeah.
Ben's got 3. Najee, I don't know if it's one of Ben's throwing or if it's one on the ground, but that's basically how we get the 4.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Let's go. I am with it.
Maybe Snell vultures one. He might.
I mean, he do run things in Cincy now.
Yeah, he's had good games.
Bro, we got 2 guys that have 3 guys that own the Bengals. Mason Rudolph, Benny Snell, and Jalen Samuel. I don't know why we playing games, man. I would have all 3 of those guys starting this week. Sure
James Washington with that touchdown from
See?
Duck.
Yup. I'd have James Washington in there as well. We got their number. Those are the guys, man. We need to go out there, roll out Mason. Mason is 2-0 when he starts versus the Bengals. He don't have to finish. Just make him start. And we win. All right. All right. It worked with Landry and Ben that one time. Roll out Landry. You start. Take you out. Then you go in. Landry got the win because he's the starter. Same thing, man. Alrighty. Then, looks like this is the last of the supers. Then we just got to stack our paper.
Okay.
I almost forgot to stack paper.
Okay.
Got to stack paper, but that's the easy way out. All right. Ray Martinez, though. Ray Martinez says, y'all think the Bengals have a big advantage with Hilton, able to give them inside info with how Steelers operate with schemes, etc.
Sure, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. At the same time, I mean, we always have these when you just came up from this team, you're playing against your old team. We're going to lock you in the interrogation room, put the light on you. We want to know everything. In all seriousness, man, it's like little communication things that he'll be able to, communicate with those guys. But if you're self-scouting the way you're supposed to, you know that for this weekend, all you do is simply just say, instead of this being cover 3, this will be cover 3 this week. This will be cover 4. So now when you go out there and you make your hands and Mike has given him, if he does or not, because everybody doesn't do it. I know when I came here initially, we played Buffalo. you need to ask me that, because at the time it was like whole new staff. I didn't have any relation with those guys, so I wasn't gonna know anything, right? With Hilton though, because the staff is still here, it's like, all right, he might know some more. When we had, I forgot, was it Justin Gilbert when he came over from Cleveland? It's like, man, we didn't have to ask you about what Cleveland had. Like, I don't think you got anything anyways. Like, we good, you know? It's just certain people, certain players is just different like that. But as a whole, it shouldn't be an issue if the team is self-scouting like they're supposed to be self-scouting, because the same thing that Hilton is going to tell them has already been on tape for 2 weeks anyway. So if you keeping up with it, you definitely want to be changing these signals every couple of weeks, man, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, though. I think that is all of the chat game. I don't see.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else.
Yeah, I don't see anything else on a chat front. All right, then. Sweet. Let's keep this thing moving then. It's time to stack a little paper. If you're ready to do that. If you're ready to stack some paper, because I'm always down for the opportunity to make a little money. Shout out to the homies at DraftKings. Use the promo code Moats. First time users get that deposit bonus up to $1,000. Shout out to DraftKings. And it's not even their DraftKings day. We just gonna throw them a little love because we stacking paper today.
Yeah, for sure.
But as always, man, I got that fresh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pack of that good for you. All right. First one though. Steelers winning. Steelers -3 though. Okay. Steelers -3, essentially meaning that Steelers got to win by 4 points or more. Okay. Odds are -115. So essentially a $20 bet will win you $37. Now, if you heard me and Deke's predictions, they vary, right? Mine, I don't have them covering this score or this spread, but Deke, he does, all right? So depending on how you feel in terms of how confident you feel about the Steelers and their ability to score and defensively being able to, minimize them, that is something that you might want to look into right there. The next one I would like to talk about, though, is the one that I like, Steelers money line. Now, Steelers money line, your odds are -180, but remember, money line just means they have to win. You don't have to worry about the spread, right? Because I have it as a 1-point game, right? 21-20 Steelers. So with that being the case, money line I like a lot because I think they win, but I don't necessarily think they win by 4 or more. But if you do like the money line element of it, a $20 bet will win you $31. We like winning a little bit of money like that, if I do say so myself. Next up, though, unless you have one you want to hop in real quick, you good?
I do have one, but you go. You
I
go.
can go real quick. Okay.
Yep.
All right, because
I'm working out the fine details with it right now.
Perfect, because these next two, I'm gonna combine a little bit here. Now, me and you both have the skill scoring multiple touchdowns. Okay, you have them scoring 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I have them scoring 3 touchdowns. Now, if you think the Steelers will score over 2.5 touchdowns, which is essentially what we both kind of think here. I got him at 3, has him at 4. Steelers to score over 2.5 touchdowns, the odds are -140. So a $20 bet will win you $34. But hey, maybe you might be a little bit skeptic, right? Because we know, hey, 7, his availability in terms of how 100% he is or how close to that is in flux. We know this O-line isn't the best. We know TJ and the defense got their lumps and bruises. So you might be thinking that the Steelers won't score more than 3 touchdowns. Well, if you think that, I got odds for you as well. Steelers under 2.5 touchdowns, right? Plus 100 for those odds. $20 bet will win you $40. So if you think the Steelers won't score 3 touchdowns, right? Not saying they will score 20 points in this, ton of field goals. No. We're just simply saying total touchdowns. If you think they will score less than 3 total touchdowns, you got plus 100 on those odds right there. $20 will win you $40. I like that as well if you don't think they get 3 in there. All right, you got yours. Now, you ready? Oh.
Yeah, this one's not Steelers related.
I like it.
Related to a topic that we were talking about a little bit yesterday. And this is a certain quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson. He's going off against the Vikings this week.
Is he going to cook?
Yeah. His over-under is at 282.5. So the odds for both numbers are -115. So whether you pick the over or under, they're both at -115. Yeah. I think he's going off for at least over 300 because Vikings defense, Joe Burrow first week.
Yeah.
I think we both have Russell Wilson over Joe Burrow, just even their offense as a whole, even though I know the Seahawks line probably isn't to the par that they would like it to be.
Yeah.
Seahawks with Russell Wilson, their receivers, they're running at a better pace than the Bengals right now for sure. Kyler Murray last week, he dropped 400 on the Vikings defense.
He did.
Burrow with 261 in week 1.
You did say you said Russ is better than Murray right now too.
I did say that. Yeah.
So if Murray did that, then Russ should definitely do it.
Yeah. And the Vikings, this is one of those games. This is going to be one of those games where I think even Kirk Cousins, I don't see the props up for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be like 300, both sides, back and forth game, coming down to the wire, 35-34,
you know,
potentially
Captain Kirk,
even overtime.
This is a Captain Kirk type of game. He going to hit you with the you like that.
I don't think he's going to close it out. Russ is going to close it out. Field goal at the end, but he's definitely going to hit the over on the 282.5. That's my pick.
Oh, yeah.
Because we couldn't find any props for the Steelers Bengals.
Yeah, and a lot of that was because of these injury questions right now, man.
That's why it was
a lot more team related versus individual players related. Because I love some of the individual players, but as you can imagine, if you are DraftKings, you would want to know for a fact that Ben is playing or not before you set some of these props for these receivers and Najee. That's all.
I was trying to look at some stuff for tonight. Mm-hmm. It's just a weird game with Tyrod Taylor being out. It's Texans-Panthers.
Because the GOAT out. When the GOAT is out, man, nobody want to make that. Nobody want to do that. No, I don't even want to watch the game tonight because the GOAT ain't playing.
You're not watching it?
I mean, I might tune in because they might pan to him on the sideline or something. You know, he's a leader. He might be in the owner's suite, man. You know, he's living out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He might switch to number 4 now that I think. Nah. Let me keep that up off for you. All right. So I got my final one, though.
Let's hear it.
All right, I got my final one. Now, this is the one I really do enjoy the most because I do think this is the most, like, almost surefire. I feel really, really confident about this one. Steelers versus Bengals. Race to 10 points. Who scores 10 points first? Don't matter how you score. Who scores the 10 points first? Odds are minus 170, okay? So a $20 bet will win you $31. And the reason why I like that bet is because typically when the Steelers are playing the Bengals, we do get out. Typically, we do play well. Typically, 7 has their number. And if Deke, if your belief in 7 is what it's supposed to be, and 7 is ready to go, and he is 100% like you say he is, this should be zero problem, baby. And I like it a lot because of that. So Steelers race to 10. If they get the 10 points before the Bengals do, don't matter when it happens.
I like that one.
As long as they get the 10 points first, I think they should be able to get the 10 points first. $20 bet wins you 31. Now remember this. You don't always have to bet 20. I throw out 20 because it's a whole number and it's easy for people to grasp and it's not too, high or too low of a number. But remember, you can bet as low or as much as you would like. But if you're a first-time signer-upper, you like I use that first time signer-upper with DraftKings, make sure you use the promo code Moats. That's all, baby. All righty though. But
I have one more I'm keeping my eye on.
Uh-oh.
They don't have the numbers up yet.
But
I'm just thinking the game flow of this one, it's Chargers-Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have Justin Herbert's over-under. I could see it going one of two ways. Either it's a shootout on both sides, because I don't think the Chiefs' defense is really that amazing.
Yeah.
Herbert's already put up some good numbers, 337 and 338 against the 2 teams he's played.
Yeah.
Washington, a good defense.
Facts.
Cowboys secretly somehow is like a halfway decent defense this year. They're actually not bad.
I don't know how that's happening.
They did a pretty good job against the Bucs. Some of those turnovers were fluky, but then, they did good against Herbert last week. He still threw for 337 and 338. So now he's going up against the Chiefs. I could see it being a back-and-forth game where both Mahomes and Herbert are putting up some big numbers. Or I could see the Chiefs getting up early and then Herbert's just throwing a bunch of garbage time. But so I'm going to be interested in that. Yeah. If it's around like 300, 310, I would take the over on that because he's already done it against 2 pretty good defenses.
True. Very true. Good call by you too on that. I like that one.
Yeah, one with the game flow and then just how the Chiefs defense is. I think Herbert could hit the over for sure.
No, I like that one, man.
Those are my 2 picks.
So there y'all have it, man. That's how we stack that paper. That is how we stack that paper. Alrighty. So now we got just 2 things left to do.
I don't even know what they are.
So the 2 things are, we're going to go back through this chat and make sure we ain't got nothing we forgot. And then the last thing is we just got one more book we got to give away.
Right.
Third and final. Most of your life book. Now, do you want to do that before or after we go through these chats?
Maybe we should put up a poll, huh?
Ooh, for who should win this last book?
Yeah, maybe we could do that. Stephanie or the field?
Oh!
We'll see what the fans have to say.
Hey, here we go.
She said she wants a buck, right? I mean, she's one of those people. She's been raising her hand and everything.
All right, we're gonna see.
And a lot of people have said, yeah, maybe you could give it to Stephanie. There's been others that have been greedy and have been like, no, give me the book. But let's see. Let's leave it up to the vote.
All right, I'm almost done with the poll.
Manuel Molina says, I need Deke to sign my Ben card. That'd be hilarious. It's like a really valuable rookie card.
I think I got us. Okay. All right, the poll has been placed in the chat. Lower room members only. Remember that for the field. All right. Is that cool? That was straight, right?
Yeah.
All right,
let's see how the poll
Let's see what the poll says, man. We're gonna see what they say. Moment of truth. We're gonna see. We're gonna give them a little time though. All right. So what I'll do is this, man.
What we're checking through some of the chats.
Yeah. So we'll give that a little bit of time, man, so they can get some time to build that up a little bit. But we got a new upper room member though. Man,
who is it?
I kind of feel bad.
Is it Mike Tomlin?
Nah, it ain't. But I was like, dang, should I wait till like after we do the announcement? Because if I do the announcement, then he's gonna feel like they're not involved because they just joined the upper room. I don't want them to feel like that. So I'll wait.
He's already in. I'm not picking him.
Oh, all right then. Fair enough. Okay, well, Adrian Hernandez, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. So even though you are now ineligible for the lower room book giveaway, don't fret, don't worry. Upper room is what the young people like to say is lit. That's what I keep hearing. They say it's lit. All right. Special interviews, all type of content. And you know what? We might start, man. We got giveaways that we do anyways. So yeah, you're good. You're in great company, my friend. Trust me on this. But make sure that you're tuned in next Tuesday, 12/20, because now you can hop on every single Banner Tuesday. Zach Banner Tuesdays, where we'll have Zach Banner live on air with us. You can ask him whatever you want. We ask them questions. Sometimes they get a little crazy. But either way, we're going to have fun with it, all right? So make sure you tuned in for that on Tuesdays throughout the season. All right, Adrian? But we are glad to have you, baby. All right. We also had Scott Fordora.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scott Fordora. He says, now you read that one, bro.
He says, hate to say it, but have a feeling of a Hilton pick six. Nah, that ain't happening.
I couldn't put that in the air.
Nah,
I couldn't put that in the air.
Nah, we're gonna torch him, dude.
We on that mic. We on that mic pack this weekend. Nah, Mike the homie. I never. That's the homie. Even if he is in that, those black and orange. Oh,
nah, we'll do fine against Mike.
Even if he is in those, nice Bengals color. Not playing.
I don't think he does too much in this game. I know it's a little storyline. No. I just don't see it happening. I told you if there was a prop about Mike Hilton getting a sack or not, I'd say no.
Yeah.
I'm really confident in that. There's one comment underneath that one, though.
Oh, what you got?
It's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some hot takes flying around.
He has been.
They might not be that hot, though. He says, no lie. Mm-hmm. Looking like Chase may take a step back this year. Too distracted in Cali this offseason.
Ooh.
Deontay quietly got better, and we may need to get Jay Wash in there more often because of the old man strength. I'll still hold out hope for Claypool, but last week was pretty disappointing.
Yeah. Shout out to Deontay, though, man. He definitely has been working on his game, and we've seen, we said that.
What was the one stat? He has the most targets without a drop or something.
Yeah, we saw that, man. He put that extra time in, man. And I'm glad for him that it's paying off because as a player, man, mentally, when people are getting on you like how it was for him when you get it, like you think about no drops he was having, man, it messed you up sometimes, man.
We were looking at the softball game for some analysis of what's going to happen in the football season.
Yeah, like mentally, man, that could mess with you, man. Sometimes you carry that with you when you go home and you don't want guys to carry it with him. I felt like he was carrying it with him at times last year, but it's good to see him be able to bounce back and really be playing to the level that we think he's capable of. And I still think he has another gear. It's just the way we're utilizing him right now. I feel like with him, we use him as we're going to get back on track real quick guy after we take a deep shot. We'll take the shot downfield to Claypool like we do. And then if it doesn't work, we're going fast pass to him and he's going to, get you 5 or 6 real quick. Like, I think that he has so much more that he can be given to us. But just right now, usage wise, we're not.
We even
using
saw him
him
the deep
that
shot
way.
he had before halftime.
Yeah, like I really
He
think
caught that
he
one
can
against
take
the
another
Colts,
step,
too.
man. Yeah, I think he has another gear though. He could definitely take another step.
Yeah,
man.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Jamal Christmas. Christmas is my
Shout
last
out to-
name.
Oh.
And I already got
nice.
money on this game, so I need them to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you could double your money here, and then you could buy more Christmas presents for Christmas.
Hey, that's how we do it, man. But Merry Christmas, Christmas. I shout you out all day, every day, man. And dude, man, I'm just enjoying our day today. All right, let's see. It's been 4 minutes. Let's see what we're looking like. About a 96 people in the vote. Okay.
Is
Maybe about 56%. Oh.
Oh, I didn't even vote. I'm not trying to.
Yeah. Don't be biased. Don't be biased. Nah, don't be biased.
Letting the fans pick.
Now, Deke's mom. Deke, your mom in the chat
No, is she?
with a smiley face says, "Deke, supper is ready." What your mom cooked tonight, bro? You know, I was hungry yesterday too, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, we got done. I was upset. I said, yo, my folks, they ate without me. You saw it, man. We got up. I was like, yo.
Oh, yeah.
I was starving. So if your
They
mom.
were just chilling on the couch.
Right. They like, oh, food, kitchen closed. Eat on your own, Playboy. I'm like, wait a minute. So if your mom is cooking, I would love to go over there as a what do you call it? I want to revolt against a small protest. You know, I just want to protest.
So you're gonna skip the dinner here tonight.
I'm gonna skip dinner in my house tonight to go to eat dinner at your house with your mom and you, because your mom's in the chat and my folks ate without me yesterday. I don't care that it was 8 o'clock, 8:30 when we got done. It doesn't matter. You still supposed to wait. I'm me. That don't work in this house though, bro. It doesn't. It doesn't work.
I think she's out of town still, so I might be getting fast food tonight, honestly.
She Uber Eated you. She gave you the Uber Eat. That's what she did. Okay. That's a dope vibe though. Mom knows best. Mama hit you with the, where are you at, son? Okay, Deke, get your vegetables here. That's what she did, man. I like it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner. Might go out to Chick-fil-A or something.
I like you said we're going to go out to Chick-fil-A.
I might, yeah.
That's a fire spot to go to, by the way.
Yeah, great idea. Great idea. I mean, that place never misses. You're never disappointed when you go there. Never.
This is true. This is true.
Always delivers.
All right. I've been waiting a little bit longer. I wanted to see if we can get over 100 votes. We have successfully done that.
Okay. Shout
out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been on this vibe with us all day. And everybody that's been liking the vid, man. We definitely like when y'all do that, man. And YouTube likes it more importantly. But yeah, man. I got distracted. The analyzer said yesterday Uber Eats pulled up on a Huffy. Bro, what? Hold on. All right. Keep me pulling up on a Huffy. Oh, man. I don't want you break. Like I get it, but part of me is gonna be questioning how, you know, hot and fresh it is if you rode from wherever you rode to where I'm at.
Was it in the city though?
That's what I need to know. Like, were you in the city? If you were in the city,
Jimmy John's in the city.
They will bike it, yes. But if you deliver to like a residential, I need to know. Like, wait a minute, how hot was your food when you got it, man? Because I can imagine you see with a McDonald's, man. You go to the McDonald's, it's a 5-minute drive, but if you rode the bike, man, that food gonna be cold by the time you get here.
Yeah. Because a 5-minute drive might be hour-long bike ride, maybe.
Man.
30-minute bike ride.
30, definitely 30. Like, yeah, that's crazy though, man. That is crazy.
Yeah. What was his reaction? Obviously, wasn't too
Yeah,
thrilled
I'm waiting
about
to see it because he was surprised by the fact they pulled up on the Huffy. I looked down because I was about to go and finish reading off the poll. You know, where the percentage was, and it just popped up. I'm like, bro, I hate to be distracted, but that was pretty, man. It caught my attention.
Okay.
Definitely did. I wanted to, like, did he say, you tip well? Yeah, analyzer, we need to know, man. He says he's in the city. So the analyzer was in the city. Okay.
That's not bad then.
That's not bad then. That's not bad. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're good then. So now back to what I was saying, man. All right. 8 minutes have went by now. 124 people have participated in the poll of who should win the last Moats Theory of Life book that we are giving away to the lower room members today, courtesy of Vincent Murray. Stephanie, aka Deke's friend, versus the field. And it looks like 56% said Stephanie. 56. I wish it was 69 low key, but 56 works. That's Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, Steph won.
That's who you.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
I'm being serious, yeah.
I feel like you're janking my chain.
No.
Why you? I feel like you about to smirk.
No, I am smiling.
Are you smiling like? Are you for real? Or are you smiling
I'm
like you
being
playing
dead
games,
serious.
man?
No.
Like, would you scouts honor it? Like, would you put that scout on it? Because I know Boy Scouts.
I promise
is like,
you won. Yeah, Steph won. Yeah. Congratulations.
Well, I'll be. Shout out Stephanie Ramirez, aka Love and Madden. And I did see when she was campaigning for her friends and colleagues and peers in the chat to vote for her, she did say if she wins, she will no longer hate Zach Banner. That is what she said. I for a fact saw that comment from Stephanie Ramirez. So Stephanie Ramirez, she did say that.
It's probably because she saw how the offensive line was the first 2
saying.
weeks, and she's like, "Oh wow, he might be our last hope."
She said that she would no longer have any animosity, any negative about my man Banner. So with that being said, Stephanie Ramirez, congratulations. All you need to do is send an email to moatswinners@gmail.com. If you can't remember it or you forget it, just go to the YouTube channel. Go to the About page. All the way at the bottom, it has contact info. The email is right there, moatswinners@gmail.com. Shoot me over email with your name. From there, man, I'll email you back. Make sure we get a little verification. Make sure it's truly you. And then after that, man, we'll get that book out there to you. But shout out. Man, who would have thought? Would you look at that? Would you look at, man, y'all started so young and now we're here.
The stats don't lie. 56%.
I mean, the numbers are there. The numbers are there, man.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yep, it's definitely there, man.
I got this to say. Steelers gang saying this.
Oh.
289 watching, 190 likes.
Oh,
Steeler gang like party starts now. Can we get to 300 before we sign out?
What's up then? I think we can get to 3-piece before we sign out of this thing. We know how we do.
Did I like it yet? I did. 195.
There it is. All right. Well, let's keep the lights going then, man.
Oh, man, dude. We might not get to 3.
I don't know, man. I don't know,
we
man.
We barely budged to 2.
Uh-oh.
We're at 196 now.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
201. There it is.
You got to remember, it's a delay.
There is a little bit of delay.
It's a delay. You got to remember that, man.
Could we get to 300?
Is there a heart in the house tonight?
At least 250.
Hit the like button.
208.
Say. You are funny, man.
We got a countdown here.
Uh-oh.
I think 250 gets it done.
That's what it is?
I think 250.
So if you need 250, I can stall.
213.
If you need, I can stall.
Okay, what do you?
Because I don't mind stalling.
Because
like I look
Casey
at
Hampton Hall of Fame.
I'm not talking Casey Hampton Hall of Fame. All right, I am not gonna be in here till 8:00 tonight. It is not happening. It's not happening. I refuse. Plus, man, Pressley called on time, bro. He was early.
That was an awesome interview.
He was early. I'm ready to go back and like go listen to it again. Like rewatch.
Well, I was even thinking at the end. I didn't know if it would have been appropriate or not, but hey, Pressley, calling again sometime. We got some more questions. Like we did. We had probably like 4 or 5 other questions. We actually
did though. For a fact, we had way more. We wanted to ultimately give y'all a chance to get involved in that conversation. That was why we kind of tabled some of ours, but. Yeah, man, he might be a guy that we're going to have to come back to, man.
Yeah.
Because I liked him a lot, man. He was fun, man. But also, while we're killing, some time, because I see y'all getting in there.
250.
The analyzer says, sack the like button, sack the like button, sack the like button. JB412 says, hit the like button, hit the like button. All right. Jeremy Price says, like it up, peeps. Like it up, peeps.
Man, we're barely moving. We're at 224 now.
Hey, it's happening. Hey, but no, in all seriousness, though, last thing I did need to update.
Tailgate this weekend?
No, I was trying to see where the numbers were. It was at 2:30. Always tailgate, though. Red lot.
229,
y'all know
232.
How we do.
Yeah.
Now we're getting there. But what I did want to say was, make sure y'all getting new merch as well, man. Not just the shirts, not just the hoodies. We have iPhone cases in there as well, and Android cases. And for the iPhone cases, you have the options for the different styles that you have, right? Whether it's the 11, the 11 Pro. Is it a 12? Is it a 8? Is it a 10? Whatever it is, we got those options. And you have multiple color options as well on the new logos, man. So you can show your support and love for your favorite podcast. Or at least that's what y'all tell us. And the way y'all show y'all support, I definitely agree. Y'all do rock with us. So make sure that y'all checking that stuff out as well. The link to all this, the merchandise is right in the description of every single video. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And Funny Making JG, who was a winner earlier, says Najee stiff on that like button.
Yeah.
Or was it this hand?
Don't break your computer.
Yeah, don't break your computer. Absolutely. And then Quan Black says iPhone users over Android users. Hey.
Yeah, definitely.
But the merch doesn't discriminate. So merch doesn't discriminate. If you like the Android, you got Android options, but you know how I and my partner rock over here. All right. And Jacob brought up a great thing. He said slow motion is better than no motion. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me.
Pressley Harvin wants you to press the like button. That's what Mike says.
He definitely, I thought he kicked the like button. He might have punted that like button. Let's see. We're getting there. We also had this though. Now I'm wondering, could this be the sticking point though? Okay, because people have been bringing this up, and I really need to know if this is the case right here. Okay, now some people are saying the reason why we're not getting enough likes is because you have not provided your phone number to Stephanie. Now, I cannot confirm nor deny the validity of that accusation, but that came from the chat. Okay? They did say that was the reason. Now, I don't know how you feel about doing that. I don't recommend it on the live, though. I personally don't. I don't recommend it on the live. But if that's your vibe, I don't know. But I don't recommend it on the live. I'm just throwing it out there. But Stephanie did say, thank you, everyone. I won't let you down. I promise. Much love. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Deke, for the opportunity.
I use a payphone.
Yeah, you're a payphoner?
No, that's the. I mean, that's how I communicate, right? Anytime I got to get a hold of you, I go down the block.
He got the little beeper over here. He's like, hold on, man. Somebody hit me up, man.
Social media is bad for you and stuff. That's how I roll. Payphone.
Straight like that, huh? Straight like
that. I got nothing to give out. You catch me when you catch me.
Yeah.
On the phone. Yeah.
I like it, man. You're more of an in-person type of guy.
Yeah.
You know, you like intimate settings. I can understand it, man. I can understand it. All right.
241.
Uh-oh. 241. I'm trying to think where I want to go with this.
I didn't think it would take this long.
Hey, man, it happens like that sometimes, bro. It does. And it was on you because you was like, yeah, we're going to wait for him. And I said, all right, I'm going to wait with you. I started to talk low-key about Casey Hampton, it was a Pro Bowler, and some of these D tackles we want to compare him to if you was trying to go there for a second, but I ain't got to. If you ain't got to, I'm cold. If you cold, I was just checking.
Who?
You talking about D tackles?
Yeah.
No, I'm messing with you, bro. We ain't doing that.
244? No, that's 244 people. We're still at 241.
Oh, man. It's almost there. We're almost there.
I mean, we're not signing off till we hit 250. Someone disliked it, too. I mean, this is getting bad.
We can't sign. We're going to hold everybody hostage. He said we holding everybody hostage. Oh, Lord. Oh, mama. I'm going to go like my own thing. Nah, I ain't going to do that.
244. Uh-oh. 6 more.
Now, Trina Still Diva said, certified lover boy over Donda. Come on now, Trina.
I still haven't listened to either one.
I know, but we on road. We on road coming up. We going Green Bay. We about there in Green Bay.
What's
I'm gonna
the call with this
you gonna
one?
hear something, man.
Oh no, actually, here's what happened. You know how I had the road trip up to Erie, then to Buffalo. So my cousin-in-law, he's telling me, hey, have you heard of the Drake album? Have you heard of the Donda album? I'm like, nah, we can listen now though, because we probably still had like 30, 45 minutes till we got to the golf course up there. And I think we were listening. Was it Drake's to start off? It was like a couple songs. We were talking. He said something. You know which one's better than both of these, though? The last J. Cole. Because I haven't heard the last J. Cole. Threw that one on.
Okay.
I mean, J. Cole one, it was awesome. I'm already guessing it blows those two out of the water because I really like the J. Cole one.
See, I love Donda, bro.
It's awesome.
I like do. But it's different, though. I love it because it's more like meaningful, like impactful, like stuff that you'll listen to it and you're gonna be like, bro, I can understand that feeling. Like, it's just, it's more of he's expressing his deeper feelings, deeper thoughts, some of the battles that he's been dealing with, obviously with the loss of his mom and stuff like that, his marriage. Like, it's growing up music. I like it. I like it a lot.
I still gotta listen to both of them.
Certified level, put it like this.
So you have Donda over CLB.
No. So I have it like this. If I'm by myself, like, and I'm vibing in the crib and I want to just hear something, give me Donda.
Okay.
If I want to get hyped to go out, give me Certified
Other people
Lover Boy.
around.
You see what I mean? Yeah, because Certified Lover Boy is going to give you more of that. Whereas Donda, that's just, man, you sit back, it's talking to you. You feel me? You just kick your feet up and you just going to vibe with it, bro. You might even cry off that record. Like, it's got like some of that in there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dope like that, though.
Wait, so did you?
Did I what?
Cry.
I can't confirm no day. That's always, that's gonna always be my answer. So you know what they want? They said poll it up. We'll poll it up.
We're at 250, by the way.
I know. I'm very happy about that too. Shout out to everybody that has answered the call, answered the bell. But I am definitely gonna poll this up because we need to know, man.
We got 4 dislikes somehow out of just trying to get to 250.
Hey man,
People weren't too happy.
It happens like that. It happens.
We're at 1 and we went to 4. That's kind of a shame.
All right,
Young Papi Bonito going to CJ Cool in Philly next week. Hope that's dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Well,
So we just going Donda versus Certified Lover because that was the ones that been crazy just because they came out around the same time. That's the only thing.
Well, you're a big fan of boxing. Kenneth Bieber says, Moats, did you hear Mike Tyson called out Jake Paul?
Bro, Jake ain't gonna fight that man. Jake definitely not fighting him, bro. Not a chance.
He's picking his spots.
Yes, he's doing it the right way.
How would he do against McGregor?
I think he would beat McGregor. McGregor's not a boxer. McGregor's a mixed martial artist. Right now,
so it'd actually be an interesting fight, though.
Right. But put it like this: I do think it could be different in the sense of like when Whitley fought, bro. With Whitley, if he was more active, he probably would beat him. But he wasn't active. He caught him at the beginning. After that, he kind of took his foot off the gas pedal. What does Conor struggle with? His gas tank. So I'm just like, either Conor's gonna blow his load early and then gas out if he doesn't knock him out, or he gonna catch him and knock him out early. But other than that, like I just don't think a long fight would benefit Conor. And I'm hoping that Conor is doing what he needs to do to get his MMA career back where it needs to be, because hyping it up but then taking L's, I ain't really feeling that right now, man.
He's got to be thinking about this Jake Paul fight, though. The amount of money he could be making it.
Money-wise, but this is the issue. That's what got him in trouble the first time, right? It made him super paid when he went to do the Mayweather-McGregor. But ultimately, that's what turned some of the like pure MMA fans off about him, because it's like, well, dude, you're supposed to be a fighter. You're doing entertainer stuff. Like, granted, you're getting paid for it, and we love that you're making the sport big. But in terms of you being in this cage, once again, if you go and train to fight, Jake Paul, you're not going to be training to fight whoever you need to be fighting next, which means it's going to postpone it. And now we got to deal with you telling us once again, well, when you stay out the cage that long, man, you deal with some of this rust. Like, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Nah.
I feel like that's going to happen.
It should happen.
Paul's been calling him out enough. There's a little hype build up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm expecting that within 2 years, maybe within 2 or 3 years. Like Paul's probably got to pick off a couple more people.
Mm-hmm.
Does McGregor come in the octagon before that? Probably. And I don't think the hype for a Paul McGregor fight actually is affected at all by McGregor's performance in the octagon.
No, it would never be.
No, yeah. So it could happen whenever. But
the thing is, it just hurt McGregor if he tries to do that now versus like focusing on that, because he's trying to get back for the belt. And as you've seen these past couple fights, like he's going to have to pick it up a little bit for that.
Yeah, so that might be the smart play for him. Go for the belt a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it, you get it. Then do the Paul fight. But then if you don't get it after a fight or two, still do the Paul fight then.
Hey, quick question, man. Todd Sikowski, he brought this up. He says, did you see when Conor McGregor threw out that first pitch?
I did see it.
Bro, it was absolutely horrendous. Oh, my goodness.
That's better than getting it in the dirt.
Do you think it was better than 50 Cent, though? Because 50 didn't get in the dirt, but it was wide. I think 50 was wide left. McGregor was wide right.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than just throw it in the dirt like halfway there.
For sure.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's bad. It's bad, but you at least want it to get the airtime to the plate. Yeah, always. That's how I feel about it. I mean, banners though.
It was bad, bro.
This was like a lollipop. It like. I don't know what he was doing.
He overthought it, bro. He overthought it.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's been 3 minutes up for this poll because we are at 257 likes as it currently sits on mine, which is amazing. So we are not going to hold y'all any longer, but daggone, we had a super chat come in there. So, I can't leave without showing a little love. Shout out to TJ Hooper. We never fret when it's that. He says, Claypool has a lot of potential, but Washington has always produced. Feel like we just handed Claypool the job when Washington was hungry. He does bring up a point. And they both were drafted similar. One was a second rounder, one was a third rounder. But that definitely was the vibe, wasn't it? It felt like that was the vibe.
I thought Claypool earned it, though, at the beginning of last year. Those first 10 games.
No, see, we said we earned it. But think about just the opportunity, right? And the usage in those first 10 games. I felt like he started out the gate getting crazy usage.
Like week 2. Yeah, we
Yeah,
threw that
that's
bomb to him
right.
with the Broncos.
And I think that's what he's saying. Like, when did he ever have to, like, how we talk about with Pat, right? We said, man, Pat, we want you out there more. We never felt like they weren't putting him out there. It was like you could target him more, but he was already out there.
It was only really after the first game. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he had like 30% snaps. He had that really nice
Right.
sideline catch.
And then Philly was when he went crazy.
That was week 4. Dude. He performed that. I mean, week 2, he catches an 80-yard bomb against the Broncos. It's like, oh, wow, you want to take him out for James Washington to see if James Washington can prove he could do that? Let's just keep Claypool in. Yeah, we'll see if Claypool can live up to his hype, though. Because if he doesn't, maybe it is time for James Washington. We just got good receivers, though. That's the tough thing.
It's true. This is true, man. All right, so now we are definitely getting up out of here. It's 5 o'clock, and the poll looks like I'm ready to end it because I like this. You know why I like this? Because it was 4 minutes. Oh man, poll. Man, give me my. I did it backwards. See, there we go. So the poll had went on, and we have the results, and it wasn't close. Donda, 55% in terms of which album is better. Donda versus Certified Lover Boy. So, with that being said, Donda. And it was 69 votes for the freaks out there. Shout out to Deke. Oh, I see you, Bradley. You caught on. All right. You catch what we doing. So, yeah, with that being said, man, I believe this is a wrap for this week.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all doing this weekend, you Galaxy travelers, you researchers, enjoy yourself, stay safe.
Maybe we'll see some of you guys at the tailgate.
Absolutely, man. If y'all down there, for the game on Sunday, Red Lot 5A is where we like to partay. So if y'all down there, pull up one time. We'll holler at you. For all the 757 people, I will be at Churchland High School tomorrow for my jersey retirement, man. So if you're down in the city, man, pull up. Game starts at, I believe, 7 o'clock. So holla at your boy. And other than that, man,
shout out to Pressley Harvin.
Big time shout out to the homie Pressley Harvin. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, man. With that being said,
Think
until
that's it.
next time, baby.
Peace.